Okay, let's see. Let's see. Okay. Bam. That was fast, Julio. I got 2 ads. What up, Brianna? Jeez, you people, hold on. You guys are too fast for me. I was just getting started. I didn't even realize. Okay, copy. What up, Thadio? What am I doing? I'm doing everything and anything and everything that needs to be done. What are you doing? I forgot what I was doing. Oh, I didn't even close down my freaking GIMP yet. Where am I at? Here we go. All right. I tell you what, you'll be slower next time. Please don't. That was perfect. All right, sorry. Okay, sorry. Here we go. My bad. My apologies. Just slow down. Hold on. Just a little bit longer. Won't you stay just a little bit longer? Oh, won't you stay just a little bit? Fast cars and faster women. Oh, won't you stay just a little bit longer? Always stop and smell the roses. All right, let me see what I'm doing. Oh, won't you stay just a little bit longer? I'm doing good, dude. Okay, what I want to see. Let's do this. Bang, bang, bang. Okay, that works. All right. Man. All right, so that was something funny I was looking at earlier. I just saw the first minute of it, and I figured I'd save it for the stream. What the hell is that? Yellow tears. That's got to be something wrong. Oh, sorry. Okay, sorry. I lost. I lost my concentration. Here it is. Man, this is gonna be freaking.
Hey everyone, today we are diving into 15 incredible homemade cars built by African innovators. Get ready to witness pure creativity and raw engineering skills that will blow your mind. From wooden masterpiece to exposed engine that roar with personality. You won't believe your eyes. If you're ready, let's hit the road. No dealerships, no assembly line, just raw talent and skill.
Look at that, dude. Look at the steering wheel rotates up and down.
This handcrafted speedster, built from a bare chassis, exposes its engine like a beating heart at the center of the frame.
If you get in an accident, your knees are just... You're gonna burn. He doesn't even have a heat shield. I guess it's early in the... That's beautiful.
Workhorse built on minimalist chassis with its engine
freaking awesome.
New. This practical machine holds multiple water jobs with ease. Its body, made from salvaged sheet metal, offers basic protection for the driver.
What do you mean?
No extra. Just
basic protection from what? Tetanus?
With whatever was available, proving that resourcefulness can take you.
Oh, that
anywhere.
is a train. I was about to say, yeah, it was probably right.
This young
That's
inventor
awesome.
designed and built his own three-wheel vehicle from scratch. Inside a handmade dashboard filled with custom-built control, a steering wheel mounted on the hand-welded chassis, and a removable roof for switching between covered and open-air driving.
Ain't gonna break no speeding laws.
back, a cleverly mounted engine powers this one of a kind ride, ready for both city, street, and rough terrain.
Dude, it sounds like a freaking car salesman. Like it only goes 12 feet, but it's saying it's ready for anything. It'll take on all of your life's adventures. Look at the bumper in the front. Oh, that's probably for pushing.
Under the curious gaze of onlookers, this handmade racer comes alive. Open metal frame, exposed engine, reinforced
Bicycle tires.
Every element is built for performance on a
Built
budget.
for performance.
No bodywork, no paint. Just the essential to keep moving. In Abolso, Ghana, a 13 years old inventor named Dobert
13?
built a unique pickup truck with his friend Colin Eats.
Wait a second, his friend's already got facial hair at 13? Maybe they meant 33.
Equipped
blinkers.
with a petrol engine and a cabin fitted like a real car. Dashboard radio, siren light, wipers, horn.
It's got
was
a
born
windshield
from
wiper and no windshield. A windshield wiper and no windshield. Is that cardboard? Or is that metal? Oh, that's the handle from a motorcycle. The blinkers and everything. Right, I don't know if you can see my mouse. Right there where that pop thing's popping up. That's what's next to a motorcycle throttle for your high beams, low beams, and your blinkers.
simple idea.
How to
Never
fall
give up
asleep
on your dream.
faster? How to fall asleep faster? So if it's just a regular like you haven't got your sleep schedule caught up, valerian root. This is like what Valium was synthesized after. And you can take you can take up to 8 capsules of it, but you don't need to. Start with 2 one night, and if you fall asleep a little bit faster, you can take 3 the next night or whatever. And then once your body gets used to it, yeah, valerian root. And it's cheap. It's probably $5 for this bottle, and it's 100 capsules, so almost 2 months if you needed it every night, but you won't. What up, Jag? What up, Jaguar? I've been here. Minecraft's almost losing everything on the neither roof. Losing everything? Well, don't lose everything, brother. Yeah, and you won't lose everything. If you die, you get to keep your inventory. Keep inventories turned on now.
Despite criticism and discouragement, he stayed focused until his creation finally hit the road. Now, Obed wants to inspire Ghanaian and African youth. Ignore negativity, stay focused, and you will achieve your goal.
We better be careful.
Ever seen a convertible made entirely of wood?
That's freaking
Welcome
awesome.
to Uganda, where a farmer turned engineer.
Farmer turned
decided that
engineer.
If life wouldn't give him a car, he would car.
When I try to
out
sleep
of
early, I dream while being conscious for 2 hours and will wake up, boom, can't fall asleep. Yes. So listen, you definitely need to try it. So you're not getting far enough into your sleep cycle. Yes, look it up. It's do you have Amazon? I don't know where in the world you are, but if you have Amazon, let me bring this up real quick to help you out. Spring Valley valerian root. All right. Oops. All right. We can just let me just show you what valerian root for sleep. All right. Valerian root is popular herbal sleep aid. I know it's hard to read. I'll read it to you. It reduces the time it takes to fall asleep and improves overall sleep quality. Exactly what you say you need. You need to fall asleep quicker and to improve your sleep quality. Typically taking 300 to 600 milligrams. So these are 500 milligrams, and I take 2 when I need. I don't even take them anymore because everything works fine now. But if I need them, they're there. Good afternoon, 110th grade. Sup, teach? How about teach? Well, we were watching. Here, let me post the link for you, brother. There you go. If you want it, Kermish, there you go. That's the exact stuff that I take. 500 milligrams, the exact same stuff. It's just in a different bottle. Because this is old because I don't need it anymore. But I have it just in case I need it. Hey, brother, no problem. I'm glad to help. Glad to help. Yeah, so now we're learning. We're going back to this is African young African inventors. So young kids that are doing the best with what they've got in Africa, making their own cars out of like found materials. You carved it out of wood.
Body dashboard
and ignition's made out of wood. Look at that. He's like freaking 10.
Right down to the first wheel.
No way.
Wiped for bicycle tire. Under the wood, a motorbike.
He used wooden wheels.
This isn't just art. It's a fully functional car built without blueprint or a factory. No
built without blueprint or factory.
Just
you're very welcome, my brother. You're very welcome.
And a healthy dose of madness.
Did you see that? The intake on the engine was a plastic soda bottle. Hold on, let me go back to that.
Pure creativity, determination, and a healthy dose of madness.
Right there, do you see? Right here, right there. That's so crazy. I guess it works. The pedals are wood.
When passion meets creativity, here is what happened. These young
so one guy uses one guy uses
some massive factories.
Metal.
A craft salvage part, a bit of skill, and a whole lot of determination to bring their very own homemade cars to life. The result? A one-of-a-kind
it's electric.
On rides on the streets of Kimara.
Yeah, it's got like 8 batteries in the back.
Unity knows no limit. In Mali, a passionate inventor turned his childhood dream into reality with the CM12 model. Since childhood, he had built miniature cars and planes from wood.
Cars and planes from wood.
Made from salvage parts, headlight body panels, hand-welded metals. The vehicle has 2 engines, one combustion and electric. The vehicle has a remote control system that lets it park itself.
No way!
For many, it's a national pride and proof that Mali is full of talent ready to create, innovate, and surprise the world. At just 13 years old, this young Uganda built his very first car. No fancy budget, no brand new parts. He used scrap material, a bit of blue tarp
for the body. That's not going to help you in an accident.
And a homemade chassis. Every detail from the steering wheel to the reinforced little wheel
was designed by his own hand.
And the most touching part, he didn't build it to show off, but to help and care for his father.
Subabiu. Subabiu. That's freaking awesome.
Welcome to Malawi.
Imagine what they're going to know at like 30.
There is one of the country's most gifted young inventor, proudly showing off a handmade creation.
I say you're a genius.
Lack support, right?
Wooden woods.
Well, I think the internet is going to change a lot of that. Right? So if we see this, somebody knew to put it on the internet. And yesterday we were looking at airplanes. I mean, none of them took off, but they could drive them around. They were basically cars with wings, basically built like this. But they had TikTok handles and Instagram handles. So they're probably making money on and donations and whatnot on their live streams or, on their content. So, they can get it. If you do absolutely nothing, you get nothing, right? Anywhere in the world. Well, some places in the world. If you do stuff like that and use the internet to let the world know, and you see some of these guys are like rock stars. Like the whole community comes out. Like when I was a kid, it was bands. I was in a band and everybody would come to see the band play. We were 15 years old and whatever. And then that worked out till I was in my 20s. And then anyway, but these guys are like the rock stars of their communities. And now that they've got internet access and able to make ad revenue and donations and whatnot, I swallowed 12 B12. Why'd you swallow 12? How many micrograms were they? And were they cyano? John. More better. Not necessarily. Depends what the pills are made out of. And if they're cyanocobalamin, they've got cyanide in them. So the more, not the better. You might want to puke those up, brother. All right, let's see. If they're methylcobalamin, you're all right. Jeez, not cyano. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, there we go.
Side off turn 2. Beaver and the Red Toro down low. Papa Woody hanging tough up high in the orange.
Shirt
They're
on.
dead even into 3. Leaning on the cushion of dirt, throttles wide. Beaver sticks the bottom. Side
Beaver
by side
sticks
off
the bottom.
turn 2. Beaver and the Red Toro down low.
B12 equals healthy times 12 equals more healthy. There you go. There you go. See how that works out for you? It's just math, bro. You probably get the farts. All right, let's see. Oh, that's me. Yeah, right.
And highlights ready to light the road.
Fix it. In the book.
There you go. That's pretty quick.
In West
no
Uganda,
way.
in the Ankole region, meet Joseph, a master inventor, after receiving 5 million shillings from President Museveni for his homemade helicopter project.
So did you hear
embarked
that?
on a new challenge.
He got 5 million shillings from the president because of a helicopter project he made. So they're not just sitting around chilling. They're building stuff with what they got. They get recognized, and then they get, because the government's got resources. It's the people that are getting ripped off. But in order for the government to say, look, we help our people, they find the standouts and help them.
Build the brand new handcrafted pickup truck. The result, a bright pink machine that runs smoothly.
No seatbelt. What's a shilling? What 5 million shillings is probably like $500. 500 African shillings to USD. Oh shit. It's $4. Oh, that's okay. 5 million. Sorry. It's 40 grand. 40 grand. $40,000. Pink colors fashion again. I'll have one. What up, Borshell? Peter Schilling. All right, let's see. All right, how you doing, Borshell, brother? All right, let's see what freaking Space Cow's got. Always trying to interrupt me. Yeah. All right, let's see. Oh, jeez, dude. This guy is going to freaking hurt himself. This is why you don't play around on roofs.
My name's Johnny Knoxville. This is Jackass, motherfucker. My name's Johnny Knoxville.
Yeah, that's going to hurt.
This
Yeah,
is
40
Jackass,
grand, 40
motherfucker.
grand. Look, he tries to save himself so much. He tries to grab one. That's a long fall. Yeah, he didn't even show the camera. He didn't want to see it. Smash that like button, brother, from another mother. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, my brother. If you think this is wild, check the video out. We watched that we watched like 4 of them last night. I love it. Yeah, we're gonna keep going. I was at like 119 a barrel this morning. Yeah. So we'll see what happens tomorrow morning. Apparently they just signed off about an hour ago. Trump was talking about it and said the war's over unless they do something stupid. So he expects prices to drop significantly. He said this was artificial. Take it, you know, however you take it. But because the Strait of Hormuz was shut down, and the fear of retaliation, but it's gone. Lloyd's of London wouldn't insure oil tankers through there, and now they're reinsuring again as of an hour ago. So now they can get fresh oil again, and apparently there's 100 million gallons or barrels coming from Venezuela. But we'll say closed around 96. Oh, that's really good then. That's probably why. He did not even scream. That's how you know he was wasted at work. What up, cat? Yeah, dude. Because he was too busy pooping his pants. That's why he wasn't screaming. That was a long fall. That was so dumb. So dumb. And they weren't tied off or anything. Usually you're supposed to be tied off. But I think the problem was the roof was wet. And whatever. Problem is they were stupid. Poor bastard. There's a website called Roofer Fails. I mean,
Joseph isn't stopping there. He dreamed of training others to create unique vehicle of their own, a true pride of Uganda and a perfect example of African innovation in action.
Maybe it's on the other side. No way. Somebody did something big.
A true off-road beast imagined by Kamalu Denis Chobo, founder of DSK Motors. Its name inspired by an insect capable of pushing more than its own weight, says
they like the flashing lights.
Made entirely from recycled materials, plastic, iron, aluminum, and spare parts, this horsepower monster hides inside an Android system for GPS, electric mirror, and even the ability to turn into the power generator. Tested on mud, soundly sloped forest track, and steep hill, it was proven it can haul heavy loads where other vehicles get stuck. When he cruises through the streets of Bafoussam in Cameroon, Cedric Simen turns every head in his small blue pickup.
You know, they're getting all the ladies.
From salvage part.
I'm noticing a trend. Yeah, dude, I love it.
Cedric, who left school after primary, learned mechanics from his uncle before turning his passion into skills. With a budget of $3,800, he bought tools and a recycled engine to create this 100% made in Cameroon car. His work has gained admiration online, and others are pouring in, not just from Cameroon, but also from Côte d'Ivoire and Benin.
I'm learning.
In Sierra Leone, Emmanuel spent 3 years searching for a way to fight pollution from petrol and diesel cars. The result? The Imagination car, the first ever locally made solar-powered...
The Imagination car. If you get into an accident, the safety systems is your imagination. What up, B? These are African-made scrap cars.
Markets. Its body is made of bamboo.
That's the sound it makes when it hits another car.
Bamboo. 3-speed motor that reaches 15 km per hour on a road. Headlights, indicator, mirror, horns, precise breaker. It has it
precise
all
brakes.
A single drop of fuel. Meet the USM 2023, Burkina Faso first ever 100% locally made electric car. Designed and built by Uriel, it reaches speeds of 30 to 40 km per hour. Its secrets? An electric motor powered by batteries. Yeah, every component is built for function and efficiency, all assembled with raw skill and resourcefulness. And there you have it. 15
All right,
incredible
see,
homemade cars built by African
these are
geniuses.
cars,
If you
insane
enjoyed
cars,
this ride,
homemade
don't
cars
forget
built
to
by
smash
Africans.
that like
Got some
button.
racing camera
Subscribe
going on
for
there.
more amazing
Yeah,
stories
dude,
like this.
that's probably
Until the next time.
Probably yeah.
Ciao.
All right, let's see. There's got to be. All right, so we watch helicopters. Yeah, scrap cars and trucks. That's what I wanted to see. Yeah, I love it. I love this stuff, dude. I love seeing people's ingenuity. Bugatti, it says. You saw this? He's gonna flip it over. Try to show it off. Mr. Bean is epic. Anyway, I can't stay. I catch. All right, Adam, brother. Car moves on water. Call or WhatsApp.
These bizarre-looking cars are creations of amateur engineers from Africa.
Look at that. Nice.
Who have made their own cars and trucks, often just by using scrap metals and a lot of
Look
improvisation.
at that. It's got a horn. There you go. That's that horsepower, that fan on the back.
This is Mr. Obasanjo from Nigeria, and he has built a car that can travel on land, sea, and can also fly.
He's gonna run over this guy.
Move on the scene with
They ain't
the
got no
flying
windows.
engine locally built here in Nigeria. When we talk of the flying engine, we are talking of the propeller plus the drive, the shaft that drive it, and the engine, which is connected to work just like that of flying machine.
Just like out of flying machine.
They're responsible for the movement on land, just like normal car. Then we have the upper one
Missing a
that
screw
controls
there, buddy.
the propeller.
No,
He made this car using scraps.
It was Kang.
And today,
there was
he's testing it.
There was
to see-
such a video where someone invented a car that ran on wire. Well, probably sank, but this one's supposed to. Let's see what happens.
if it can move on water.
Here you go. Testing day. Please tell me you tested it before. Yeah, they invented everything. They made it all themselves. He's got the fan going in the back. There you go. He needs cowling on his fan. Other than that, I mean, instead of petrol. Oh, it ran on water. Gotcha. Yes. Yeah, there was a guy here. He's the guy that invented it in America. They killed him. Yeah. His name was I used to remember his name. Used to be on the tip of my tongue. Yeah, he was on the news in the 90s. He could drive 100 miles on a gallon of water. And it was a dune buggy. Stan Myers. Stan Myers was his name. Yeah, like right when he was about to get a deal, he was eating spaghetti at a restaurant and ended up face down in a spaghetti. They never tested the spaghetti for poisons. They said he died of a heart attack, burned his body, called it. Yeah. Even the people from the news station drove it around, checked it out. They had people making sure that it wasn't a hidden gas tank and whatnot.
Oh, it can move on water like a hovercraft.
See the cowling around that? So he doesn't have any cowling around his propeller. So the air's
This is
going
another
out
model
too,
that
instead
can
of all
travel
being pushed in one
120
direction.
kilometers per hour on land and air.
There you go. Moves in land and air. Top heavyism.
People and taking them out of poverty because today is even exported from Nigeria.
Apart from flying,
That's what
moving
I was
on water and land, he plans for it to also be a submarine,
He wants it to be a submarine.
like in a James Bond movie. The vehicle is both solar and petrol powered, but is yet to fly though.
Oh, he shoots bottle rockets out of it. Like, look at all the people. Look at all the people there. He's like the rock star of his town. Look at that. He just stuck the key in and put it. You better not be in a hurry. He wipes his feet before he gets in. Look at that.
This is Abdul, a 19-year-old from Burkina Faso, who recently developed the country's first electric car.
Oh, it's electric. Boogie, woogie, woogie, woogie. Lots of sharp points on the top of that windshield. Wonder how much power he loses just with that opening and closing. That stuff is hilarious, but definitely a lot of... Yeah, right! Did you ever build one? Right? Right? It's a lot more work. I got fireworks in my too heavy rocket. Acknowledge me if you don't do it. Raise it. There you go. Oh, he doesn't have a speed controller, it looks like. It's just forward, backwards,
With
or
support from his
off.
family
So it
and
doesn't...
his education institution.
You see how it didn't like
Abdul's
just go
electric car
slow and rev
is
up?
a
just
source
went
of pride.
instant. I need the transmission.
Il y a 2 vitesses.
The model has 6 engines for various functions.
Ici, c'est sur une. Pendant les vacances,
6
j'ai un
motors.
père qui est soudeur, donc j'ai appris la soudure, la carrosserie
Oh,
Its goal
that's just
is
the
to
open
address
and close
pollution
button.
pendant les vacances.
with the hopes of bringing economical benefits to its African
C'est ce
users.
que j'ai appris à l'école. C'est ça
You
que
got
j'ai
little
mis en
LEDs in
place.
there blinking.
Voilà. Concernant l'électricité, puisque la nuit il y a des voyants, il y a des LED qui s'allument. Voilà.
I
C'est ce
didn't
que-
see your turn
Grateful for
signal.
existing support, he
Yeah.
imagines redefining his invention and tackling environmental issues in Burkina Faso.
There they are. What up? That's it. He's showing off all the features. And he sticks the key in. And it closes the freaking hood. That's awesome. Yeah, dude, I love it. I love the ingenuity. I love it, absolutely. And the thing is, when we
Meanwhile, somewhere in
like
Sierra
30
Leone,
people a year died in Africa trying to build airplanes and helicopters. I haven't looked into the cars and vehicles. Absolutely. I can't. It's part of my because I'm a YouTube partner. If I use it, I can lose my partnership because that's how they make money. And I wouldn't be able to eat. You going off road? Oh, he's turning around, making a U-turn. Man, they gotta learn about being top heavy. There he goes. There you. Here comes the speed run. The kids are getting out of the road quick. Richard, they're better. Let's respect their ingenuity. I'm respecting it. I love it. I think it's great. They're like 13, 14-year-olds. A couple 18-year-olds.
You don't try to.
Oh, there's like 10 of them in there. It's like the clown car. I would like to see what that's like. Luxury transport. Hey, listen, that's got some power to it. It can spin the back wheels around. The thing that's amazing is it's got to have some sort of frame on it. I wonder if they do this for the internet, is it jokes? Like why add 700 things that you don't need? Is it jokes? Like, is it because like obviously they say that they're airplanes, but they're without wings, but they get thousands of people in a crowd. Nothing says creativity more than not having money written on your door. Just open the roof like an Audi. And like I said,
this guy from Zimbabwe,
they're probably go viral on the internet, especially in African social media circles. They ain't joking.
managed to put together a car
That's
and
his
a
work.
pickup truck by scavenging bits and pieces here and there.
Like this makes more sense. Like, why wrap more weight and bullcrap around the car? You know, like, I mean, I guess it depends what area and if it's going to rain or not. But this guy's probably trying to make money taxiing, and that I can understand. But I wouldn't get in the damn thing. Like
Apart
that.
from the wheels and engine, this guy has literally hand-built everything that you see here, from the truck frame to the interior and the seats. So this is the prototype before he started doing the bodywork.
John, go by. We're talking about African ingenuity. These kids in Africa are building their own transportation. We looked at the because the speed ain't gonna get 88 miles an hour. He's got a transmission. That's the throttle. What's he doing? Oh, that's a tire. That's a tire turned into a steering wheel. You got a paint job. You got to have a paint job. Living in Beverly Hills. Beverly Hills. That's where I wanna be. Baby.
The car is so cool that it can also drift.
Dude, I want to see how the USS Belmont come in. Bugatti. It's got a generator in the back that's probably worth more than the whole car. This is jokes.
This
Weezer's
is
worst song. Look at him
Timbaland
drift as
from
Weezer.
South Africa.
Yeah, right. Did you see how big that freaking?
He has always dreamt of having a Bugatti,
Yeah, this
but
is jokes.
it being too expensive.
This is to
He
make
was not
money on
going
the internet.
to stretch
I saw
that
some people a
standing
while
his
back,
way.
people in Japan or
So he
Southeast Asia,
set
I
out
can't remember, but they built
to
all these
work
custom
and
blade
build
scooters,
his
go-kart,
own Bugatti
scooters and go all
using
around.
recycled
Yeah, I mean,
materials.
what else you gonna do? Like, what else you gonna do? That's the type of shit I did as a kid. Like, we had a lawnmower engine that we could flip around. We had to learn how to change the carburetor on it so we could turn sideways, and like we learned how to do that. But I mean, we just left them like raw go-karts. We didn't put boxing. I mean, but we also couldn't drive them on the road, right? Like you'd get arrested, and we didn't show them off to people except for our like 8 friends. YouTuber had 2 seconds every video. The YouTube, yeah. And he made 281,000 views on this. A couple of his same thing. He's made 2, 3, 4 million views. Yeah, hey, so it works for him. Yep, like Richard, they ain't joking. We did this stuff back in the 90s. Ever smoking Mexican brickweed? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. In the 90s.
Despite having no money or related training, Timberlake
I
decided to build a
13
replica
in 1990.
of a Bugatti Shack from scratch.
Like, that's definitely not jokes. Look at that, dude. Dude, that guy probably got a Bugatti given to him from Bugatti. Yeah, you ain't heard that in a long time, have you?
Well, designing the car.
Yeah, she was born in 1990.
The designs came
seeds and all.
straight
Pop,
from
pop,
his
pop,
mind.
pop, pop. It was a party. Cardboard.
He started by building the bottom
it's
structure
like,
of the car by
okay,
using
here we
metal
go,
rods
show it.
to give it stability. Then
That yellow number
meanwhile,
5.
somewhere in Sierra Leone,
There ain't nothing lined up. Those tires. It's got bamboo for flooring. I gotta look at how many people. There you go. Jeez, look how long that thing is. They got no suspension. 0. 0 suspension. You see the tire move, the body move. It looks like it does. That's probably just decoration. Yeah, man. So this is like, see, that's like version 2. This is like 18 to 24 years old. Like what they, like we saw the young stuff. Bullock car superior because it gave male cow purpose in life. Yeah, you remember the pop and pop, pop, pop. Yep, absolutely. Steam powered chariot. Nick Hang
is Amalu from Nigeria, and he has managed to build 2 cars. The Gravity X.
The Gravity X, because it's going to stay on the ground. Well, it's not
And
a
the
plane.
Gravity
What am I-
Blackbird.
That's got to be the first one. Or just unfinished.
This is the Gravity X that uses a Volkswagen Golf engine.
Okay, there
and
you go.
it took him 10 months
Oh, it does
to
have
build
it. It does have suspension.
What I have here now, this is actually a motor engine. So this is actually a Golf engine. You can see this is a 1.8
Look how
engine.
big those
This
tires
is a
are,
1.8
man.
Golf engine.
No, that freaking suspension is not working. No, that's those tires. Like the suspension did not, the tire did not move down to meet the hole. The whole thing moved. Look, bam, bam. That suspension, that's just decoration. Same with the front tire.
It looks like a Batman mobile, although it was intended to look like a Lamborghini. It is very heavy, so the car consumes a lot of fuel.
Right, I was about to say economy and
This is the other car, the Gravity Blackbird. He named it Blackbird because when you open both doors, it looks like a bird.
oh, Black Bat. That's the top speed.
It uses a motorcycle engine.
Yeah, dude,
but
right,
sometimes
right.
the car is too
Stink
heavy
like
for
that.
that
That's
engine
exactly right, right. Like, and everybody would get pissed, dude, I cleaned it, dude, I cleaned it. You were in a hurry. You didn't clean nothing. more.
Hey.
Is that the fastest it
So
goes?
I'm a big believer of African culture and lifestyle, and on this channel, we like to explore that. So if you want to see more of African inventions and culture, click on the next.
Hey everyone!
Hey,
Imagine
everyone.
turning rusty scrap metal into a car that can actually drive. In today's video, we are exploring 20 incredible homemade cars built by Africans. Some of these inventors are just young students. Others never even went to school, yet they have managed to create real vehicles that can roll on the road. Trust
They
me,
can create real vehicles that can roll on the road.
you won't believe what you're about to see. If you're ready, let's dive in. We start in Kenya with his 100% handmade vehicle built by a young enthusiast. No factory, no big machine, just creativity and hand-working hands. Meet Akira,
look at all
a
that.
young
So,
Congolese
okay, like the
inventor who dared
look.
to
So
turn
the,
his
the
dream into
cost of those batteries and the electric motor, like that's no joke cost right there. Like that's probably $800 US.
reality, building a solar hybrid fully electric car.
Okay, there's the
Before
after.
covering the vehicle with bodywork, here is how it looked in its raw, primitive state.
Yeah,
And
that's
after
no
dressing
joke.
up
Like, he's
this
got it.
electric tricycle, here is the final result.
So it's a tuk-tuk. Looks good. Now it's going out.
This three-wheel vehicle is a true revolution. 320 kilometers solar-powered autonomy, ultra-resistant polycarbonate window, multimedia screen,
Fully carbonate
rear
window.
camera,
What up, Enviro
even
Pro?
designed to be practical for people with disability. Presented at the Palais des Congrès in Brazzaville, this masterpiece proves that the future of the automobile can also be born in Africa.
The problem is, where are you going to charge it, right? I guess you got to make sure you get back home or wherever, or carry the battery charger with you. And I mean, what are you going to use somebody else's power, I guess? They all got their COVID masks
Now
on.
to Ghana. At just 18 years old, Kevin built a fully functional car with his own hands using recycled material. The only part he bought is the engine.
Looks like there's a
else,
trend.
he
Yes,
made it
yes,
himself.
yes. It's
Just
great. I
amazing.
love it, dude.
Here
It's
he is,
great
bringing
content
his
for me.
vehicle to school
Dude, I'm
to
so
show
excited
it
to
off
see this
in
stuff.
front of his classmate.
Like, look at this. So what I'm wondering is if, like, the schools there, it seems like a lot of them are schools. Is it school projects? And then some people are like, I'm not going to school, so I'm going to do it on my own. I mean, obviously, people have been trying to build stuff forever. Like, when we were kids, we tried to build go-karts and helicopters, but then once the propeller blow to pieces because you can't use a 2x4 for a helicopter propeller, you say, okay, let's stick to the ground for a little while. But look at, I mean, they're like, it's like, it seems like what the Boy Scouts would do back in the day, to build go-karts and stuff like that. Like, I mean, it's but because we just don't do it anymore.
Even though it was still in its raw, primitive state, everyone truly appreciated his work. After several more months of effort,
Like, where do you have
this was the
access to all that stuff? It's got to be the
More
local
refined
school.
bodywork, a better design.
Like, I mean, the welder
An improved material,
is going to
and
be
most-
more, and the welding rods and everything is going to be more expensive than the car is, right? So that's got to be supplied by the government.
Sophisticated overall performance. Kevin has done a fantastic job. Forget about Ferrari and Lamborghini. Here comes the Hose Alpha.
Hose
A complete
Alpha.
supercar
Hose
built
Alpha.
From scratch by Hasta Akira. No high-tech lab, just a garage, some tools, and a dream.
Looks just like the making of a car. Right. That's my whole point. Right. That's like you're not buying a set of drums, a bass guitar, a bass stack of a guitar, a half stack, like microphone. You're not having a band. Like these are the rock stars of sub-Saharan Africa. Like these are the rock stars. This is how you get everybody being like, oh my goodness, can I ride in your car? Like that's like. No, yes, brother, I saw those naughty ass welds. Yeah, that didn't even grind them. Do you recall your favorite Space Hog album? I thought there was only one Space Hog album. Is there more than one?
Digital dashboard, smart sensor to avoid obstacle, and suspension inspired by the Lamborghini.
Okay, that's actually got suspension. Oh, it's got independent suspension too.
What if car could run on water instead of gas?
Here you go,
That's
water.
The crazy bet of 17-year-old genius, Monene Charota from South Africa.
There you go. Yeah. I love banana chips. What are you talking about? Yeah, the sweet, dude. I used to love it. Oh, absolutely. I love it.
A car that could run on water instead of gasoline. Stanley Meyer, the American who built the water-powered car in the 19s, before being mysteriously assassinated. Let's hope Monene can continue his research without obstacles.
See, he's got the girl. He's got the girl in the car.
After relentless work, Monene managed to make the body of his vehicle more attractive and refine many other aspects as well.
What up, Robert? Look at that thing's taking off.
Give me a Tida.
Yeah, we saw this one. This is the one that goes on water.
Let's head to Nigeria.
That's the thing, like they understand. He was here, he just left. Yeah, he said he had to thank you, sir, man. I'm another. He said he had stuff to do, so he wouldn't be able to hang out for tonight, but he might be back. I think he said he might be back. He'll probably be back. Unless he's got a lot of stuff to do. He lives in Africa. He lives in South Africa, so it's late for him.
Recycled materials, his invention shows that Africa is ready to push all limits. But that's not all. He also built another model capable of reaching an impressive speed of 120 km/h.
So listen, I think the big gaudy stuff is a meme because it's expensive to use all that stuff people could be using for housing on that. So I think they do it as a meme, absolutely. But I think the younger kids don't understand memery, and like they're building ones. Oh, look at all the girls that hollered and screamed when we went to look at Joe's car, and then they want that. Just like why kids pick up guitars and go ring, 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 and like because they want to get the attention. It's a goofy vote. I bless the rains down in Africa. Yes, so I would suspect the internet now being a thing and social media, like some of these guys, you see their Instagram or TikTok names on the side of it and stuff. I want to know whether they reference to look up before making. So some of them say it. Some of them say it's supposed to be a Lamborghini. It's supposed to be a Bugatti. And some people are just like they need to make money, and so they want to be taxi drivers. So they make tuk-tuks. They probably don't do anything. It's probably just if you get in it and it falls apart, you fix the thing that breaks it, and then so you just keep not reiterating. I used to know that term. Can't remember. You keep trying over and over again, recursively.
Yes, even a police car can be built by hand. In some villages, these inventions are also used to protect the community. A perfect example of creativity serving...
So there it is. Some are used to protect communities. So there's no police cars till someone builds one. And how rich that country is, unbelievably. Like the diamonds, the gold, the oil. Look, they
Back to Togo, a local handymaid.
That's out of sticks. Those are sticks tied together. Those aren't welds. Yes, holy moly is correct. Here, hold on. Let me do this. Let me go back. Let me. I forget.
Websites your competitors don't want you to know. Part 2.
Let me zoom in.
All
on
you
it
do is
here.
go to this website,
There you can
and
see
it lets you
right
find
on
out
the
exactly
side.
how much your competitors are making.
All right, look at that. Look, it sticks with twine.
A local handyman built his own vehicles entirely out of wood.
Completely out of wood. Yeah, holy moly is the freaking. All right, let me bring it back down. Holy moly is the. Yes, that's crazy.
Another prodigy built a three-wheel
How are you, Brianna?
vehicle with his own hand, nicknamed Gravity Blackbird. Handmade
Gravity
dashboard,
Blackbird.
hand-welded steering wheel,
Oh, I thought you said Black
removable
Bat.
roof, rear-mounted engine. This machine rivals Western concept, pure African genius, turning scrap metal into a rolling masterpiece.
Like, this is definitely a meme.
Next up, Uganda, with his flamboyant vehicle painted in bright colors. A true rolling artwork that grabs
Yeah,
attention
artwork,
everywhere
right.
it goes.
Good, doing good. See, we would be in jail by now.
Here is a young, self-taught Senegalese.
Look at this.
No engineering degree, just
Look
a
at
small
that freaking
garage
exhaust pipe
and a
together.
lot of passion.
That's mean. Look at that.
He's built his own sport car. The result, a model entirely made from recycled parts.
See,
Proves
you can
that
tell
with
these guys are
determination,
single. They don't
even the
even have
wildest
an
dream
extra
can
seat for
take
their
shape.
girl. They can sit on the lap. He's sitting on. I thought he was sitting on a motor.
Another inventor dared the impossible, building a car with 30% woods.
Oh,
Unusual,
that's
but
a
it
that's a
drives,
motorcycle
and
engine. You
that
just
alone
shifted
is
it into
truly
gear.
Impressive.
Look at that. Yeah, these are memes. I found the scooter one. It's in Indonesia. I put it on YouTube. Okay, cool. Hold on, baby. This is gonna be one scary
A
ride.
group of young people
And a lot of
unveiled
bumps.
The very first Congolese electric car, rechargeable battery, in 5 hours.
Look at the
6-hour
touchscreen.
autonomy and a top speed of 30 km per hour. The initiative made such
Like,
an
if they
impact
had
that
the
even
money to
Felix
build a big
Tshisekedi,
electric
president of
car
Congo,
with
got on
touch
board
screen,
to
computer control, voltage controlled, or speed controllers for the electric motors and stuff, they definitely do it for the lulls. I mean, yeah, it's a functional vehicle, just like. Talk to See, we will help you, Mr. Thank you, Mr. President.
What you see here is not just a pile of scrap, but the dream of a young inventor taking shape.
But that's small the wheels are.
At 20 years old, James Samba became a legend in Sierra Leone. Without any scientific training, he designed a solar electric minibus capable of transporting several passengers, including wheelchair users, with a 150-kilometer range, 80
150
km
kilometer
per
range.
hour
All
speed,
right, cat girl.
USB ports at every seat, and 60% of it made from recycled materials. His project, burned during the pandemic, could transform public transport in West Africa.
See all those motorcycles. So I bet you a lot of
Inventors
these are
surprised
motorcycle
everyone with a
engines,
vehicle
and they
that
just
ran perfectly.
they create four-wheel drives, four-wheel.
Raouf
Yeah,
Malize, a workshop magician. In his small workshop.
No,
Raouf
that was
transformed
last
raw
night,
metal
but
into
we'll
a
watch some
vehicle.
tonight. It became a
His
cultural.
creation
Yeah,
attracts
absolutely.
attention and proves
Right, it's
valuable
like here in America, we have bands, and people come around. We get the girls with the bands, and think about how much. You can't buy $4,000 worth of drum kits and guitars and amps and everything, right? And this, you can find wrecked motorcycles. The engine's just fine, but the motorcycle's wrecked. So you find 5 or 6 of them and you grab tires from them and you find yeah, absolutely. And if you can go viral on the internet with it, then you can get your big break. Like, look at that. It's got like grocery cart front tires.
But the dream of a young inventor.
I want to join the Minecraft server. Minecraft pixelated gameplay makes you sick. Yeah, it started to get me. It took me about 20 minutes to get used to it. Yeah. So you feel like puking after 30 minutes. I feel like puking right away, and then I get used to it.
Mohamed Lamine amazed his whole village. Many doubt his
But
dream.
Brianna, you know what you can do? You can get mods for your end that makes everything look nice and smooth. Let me shader packs. Minecraft realistic shader packs. Look at this real quick. So then it can look like, let me find a good one. They'll probably show before and after, but
everything's so realistic. Like, look at this tree. It's so ugly. Very realistic house. Beautiful graphics. I love it. Yep, so real. It's just like the Minecraft movie.
Okay, that was a meme there. Let me see. All right, here you go.
Here are some Minecraft shader packs you need to try, starting off with complementary shaders. This is an amazing shader pack that actually has 2 styles, Unbound and Reimagined. You're seeing some B-roll of Reimagined right now, but the cool thing about this is if you want this Reimagined style, as you can tell, it's a bit more blocky, a bit more Minecraft. The clouds aren't as volumetric. They're more of a block style. Water isn't as clear. It's more of a, got some waves in it, if you will, or some little
So you can find ones that work for you.
Unbound style, which has volumetric clouds, a very clear water, and on top of that looks a bit more realistic. So if you want things to look more Minecrafty, Reimagined is great, but if you want a realistic look, Unbound is great.
So
and that's what's great about complementary shaders. It has an option for every style that you want, on top of tons of profiles, depending on if you want less shaders for more performance, or you want to go ultra shaders if you have a good PC.
There gotta be
From there,
efforts
though,
on
let's
to make
move on
car
to
competition.
nostalgia
Right,
shaders.
right. And I think that's what it was. So the electric one there, the president said, yes, we're going to help you. And I think that's what they're doing. I think that, like, they get, so the one we just looked up, they said one guy had like a pretty nice one. It was called the pink car, because he made one that caught the attention of the president, and they gave him 40 grand, 5 million African Jamalator 5,000s shillings. So it ends up being $38,000 US. And then, right? So and I think some of them are just wackadoodle kids and crazy people, absolutely. But I think it's like playing the lottery. Okay. All right, sorry, I get excited. Yeah, look into the shaders, girl. That's all you had to do was ask. All you had to do was ask. Yeah, all you had to do. Yeah.
His own car from simple iron bar.
Lol.
In this village, a young inventor decided not to wait for
like that. Like, see, so that's like 2 10-speed bicycles cut apart, and then they put plates, between it. Like, take 2 10-speeds, cut them in half, and then build a structure, and then I'm guessing a motorcycle engine or a tuk-tuk engine.
He built a vehicle capable of transporting several people.
Oh, great. Now I gotta shrink it back down again.
At 31, Mustafa launched Phoenix Renewable Energy. Starting from a dream and a small workshop in Borno, he converts old minibuses into solar electric vehicles.
So they're making something now. So somebody probably built one out of wood and just used the electrics, and then the president or whoever, a mayor to whoever, said, okay, here, and then now there's a factory, and now they're making them Have you ever watched soapbox race? Dude, I used to do soapbox racing. Yes, absolutely. Soapbox derby. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, this is Boy Scouts, Cub Scouts, Boy Scouts. Yeah, back when I was in my
110
team.
kilometers on a single charge. His mission, cutting transportation costs and protecting the environment. And that's it. 20 incredible
All right, let me
homemade
check
cars
yours,
from Africa.
Wyatt.
This creation proved that
it was
with
yours. Is that
passion and
Wyatt?
creativity,
Who put it?
nothing
Oh, no,
is
there you go.
impossible. Don't forget to like,
Mr. Bean.
subscribe.
All right, let's see. Okay. Bam. So I mean, think there's like hundreds of millions of people in Africa, and the motorcycle tuk is there's millions and millions of them, and people are constantly wrecking them and whatnot. The roads are wackadoodle. So taking what you have there, if you got a functional motor on a wrecked motorcycle, it's just what. And this is why I think they make them so flashy. It's the hey look at me, hey look at me, hey look at me, right? You know, the police might ignore the crazy cars on the road. Right, I agree. Yeah, they're funny. They're absolutely great. Boa noite, Nelly. Look at that. It's an 8-wheeler. It's an 8-wheeler. Was that only on one side? Hold on, what's going on here? Words, Richard, words. What did I do? How are you doing? What's up, doctor? Words. Is he pulling the brake and it's revving the engine? Or what was the clutch? So they made a sidecar for it. And a trailer. 8 wheels. Yeah, it's got 8 wheels on it. You think it's a wire choke? I don't know, dude. I don't know. It looks like they took the wire that would have went to the choke and swapped it with the throttle because he's not cranking. We'll see. Maybe they'll show us. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, maybe. It doesn't look like it. But we'll see. Maybe we'll see better. I don't know. No, he's definitely he's revving it with it. Is this copyrighted? Is this copyrighted? Let's make sure real quick. I don't want the freaking thing to end. I put the trailer on the vehicle. In the trailer. I knew you'd be back, Adam. And I want one too. Have you seen Red Bull Stallion? I have not. I don't think so. Let me make sure this isn't isn't copyrighted real quick. Dang it. Wire connected to the air gate intake flowing. You don't think it's pulling the throttle pin? I don't know. Listen, like he's going. I mean, it doesn't sound like it's choking out. It sounds like it's revving up because it would be reversed. I don't know. We could both be right. We could both be right. We can both be right. It's definitely possible. Listen, so I had a scooter that the throttle broke. So I used to just drive with one hand and pull the cable up to ride the throttle. If I didn't want the brakes, but this was an automatic. There was no clutch in it. I'm Bumbarazo. I was bored in my chair. All right, what's going on, Bumba? Welcome back. Welcome back. All right, let's see. Okay, all right, let me see. Yes, wow, yeah, so we're not watching that anymore. Timeless Productions FC, operator of Technique YouTube channel, is actively pursuing copyright infringement lawsuits against parties re-uploading, removing watermarks to watching their videos. Lawsuit notably California. Yeah, we're not watching that anymore. Yeah, it's revving, right? Thanks for having me, good. Class is in session. All right, we got to find something else. We got to find something else here to watch. Let's see. All right. Overloaded vehicles. There you go. Here we go. Overloaded vehicles. White Desert, Antarctica.
Transporting wood was planned. Plowing the road much less. A free cleanup, but very risky. The motorcycle carries more than expected today. Balance becomes a team effort.
That's crazy.
The car won't move, so the bicycle takes over. The road discovers a new hybrid mode.
All right, yeah, we watched this last night.
Some ride alone, others travel in a very stylish.
We watched this yesterday. All right, let's see. Overload, unbelievable, crazy vehicles going on the road.
Traffic keeps moving, and so does the shop. The vendor doesn't wait for customers.
Sausage?
He crosses paths with them.
Oh, it's bikinis. Okay.
The hare wanted to travel. The wheel disagreed. In the end, Scissors settled the argument.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Her hair got caught in the friggin'. They're coming for your $56 General Major mode, right? right. The problem is, if copyright strikes, you get 3 strikes and you lose all funding. Right. Damn. So I guess she was on the back of the motorcycle, and then it just freaking pulled her off. Wish we could have seen the thing. Don't worry, they're just the extension. She can buy more. That's crazy that she's so screwed.
Moving forward remains the main goal.
Right. So then in the future you would when he can get his hands on a scooter a scooter motor.
Truck. Not really a car either.
That's crazy.
A vehicle born from a very creative compromise. No one knows how it got up there.
Pain?
The only certainty is that it wasn't invited.
Hold on, what? How'd that happen? That's on a roof. How did the roof not collapse?
Every bag promises it's the last one. The road doesn't believe it anymore.
Ukimpa dereva Tanzania hawezi kuendesha mzee. Aendeshi.
Listen. That's freaking nuts. These motors probably got 1 million miles on them already. Ladies scalp themselves more often than you think, leaning into the engine base, getting hairs caught, serpentine, generally turned. They're driving the rain. Yeah, no, that's exactly right. No, that's right.
Kweli mzee.
The trunk gave up a long time ago. The vehicle moves on pure willpower.
Holding the door shut. Tire on the...
The plan was clear and perfectly explained. The execution chose to improvise.
No way. You better hurry up. No way.
An arm comes out. A cigarette flies away. The surprise lasts longer than the smoke. The trick promised something big. The fall signs the end of the show.
Oh! Yeah, that neck's gonna hurt.
The flight was cancelled, but the journey continues anyway. Here the plane switched to road mode. When traffic gets stuck, imagination takes over.
I bet you those really, really big RC jumbo jets, I guarantee they're flying stuff over the border. They're flying like the cartels. Guaranteed. Look, if they're paying actual pilots to try to fly planes over there, why not fly ones that have no pilots? And just land, slam them into the dirt, into the backyard of somebody you want. See the scalp vid of the eating corn on a drill. I saw that. India have rule every bike must have a blocker in the back. Because many people, scarves get strangled in that. Jeez, you got a gig tomorrow. Congratulations. How you feeling, Senfei? How's your arm feeling? Oh, jeez. Oh, yeah, I remember
motorcycle
the corn.
goes where even logic hesitates.
What do you just let go?
The bike moves, the scenery follows, and Blue takes over everything. Hard to go unnoticed with a view like that. The car isn't broken down. It's on life support. One more red light and everything could stop.
Oh, the alternator's
It's just
dead.
a toy, but the lesson is serious. Hold on, no matter the speed.
The alternator was dead, so
This
they were
vehicle
using the
doesn't
alternator
consume.
from the other car.
It
Yep,
pushes.
never lose.
At
Yes,
this
never.
pace, watering it
800
would be
people.
enough.
Congratulations, brother.
The engine
still hurts.
runs.
Yeah, it'll get
The
better every
structure
day.
reassures no one, yet it moves like nothing's wrong.
See, he's just powering one wheel.
Everyone drives one
so
way.
basically,
He chose originality.
that was a motorcycle on the back corner, and then he just put 3 other tires on the bikes. So he's just powering one.
Moves like nothing's wrong.
Yeah, see that, just that area right there. He's got this is it. This is the motorcycle frame and everything right here, the scooter or whatever. That's it. All that right there is the whole thing. And then he just put 3 more tires on it. Could have added. He could have. Yeah, right. But you know what he can do? He can add a second one. And then he can have freaking 2-wheel drive and pulling wheelies on that stuff, frame stands.
Everyone drives one way. He chose originality. For 2 seconds, the brain refuses to believe it.
Mano, que loucura, irmão.
Yeah, I guess his first and second gears drive linkage blew out.
A detail fell off.
Right. Well, but so gravity force is going to do it. You know, like you don't need to sync them perfectly because you're not doing 100 miles an hour, right? If you're only doing 20 miles an hour, you just steer to correct, you know, and one wheel won't allow the other wheel to spin faster. You know what I'm saying?
Rolling.
It'll just bog. One will
just
bog
lost a
while
piece.
one runs. Throttle cable. Right? Oh yeah. Well, you could do a Y. You could take both throttle cables together and then pull on one cable, right? But each one getting equal. I see what you're saying.
Some people hide their
But
license
when you're talking
plate.
about that
He made his
little
big-
bit of power, probably 249cc motors, you know, you're not gonna. Yeah.
Impossible to say you didn't see it.
That's a big license plate.
The intersection turns into a theater. A few seconds to impress before the light turns green. This is no longer transport. It's a mobile
That's a
exhibition.
refrigerator. It's a freezer.
Every turn
Chest
becomes
freezer.
an act of faith. The road decided to put on a show of strength today.
Look at all those
One car,
mattresses.
one load, and pure spectacle. Someone said it'll fit with way too much confidence. At this point, it's no longer cargo. It's a challenge to Newton's laws.
It didn't hit
Even the
anything.
car lost patience today. At this point, it's no longer a leap.
That's AI.
It's a provocation.
Outrunning federal agents on what appears to be an oversized office chair with wheels. This has been going on for several blocks now.
The trailer decided to take the lead. Being pulled from behind was too classic. The road is straight, but the
Nothing
challenge
can beat
is
a
at the
Nissan
top.
1400
One bottle,
champ.
one bike, zero margin for error. In
Damn,
front,
he was
a very
balancing the soda
lively
on his
tourist
head.
attraction. Behind,
There
a
you
car
go.
pretending to be normal.
2 ox power.
One car blocks, while another attempts the rescue. The road turns into an improvised mission.
Nice. Well done.
Even dogs
well
get their
done.
own compartment.
Well done.
The truck rolls,
Well done.
pretending
well
to be
done.
normal.
Well done. Look at this. Ready?
One car
Look
blocks,
at that. Look at
while
that.
another attempts the rescue. The road turns into an improvised mission.
And they'll just beat the dents out of it. He's probably driving off right now.
Even dogs get their own compartment. The truck rolls on, and they travel first class, K9 edition.
He melted a hole in it.
The driver is ready, the passenger too. Even the dog respects the rules. Carrying this on foot seemed easier than calling a truck. The highway was clearly not ready.
He's getting his bathtub home.
Nothing was left to chance. Even the impossible seems already
Hey,
planned.
that's Route 95. That's near me. Look at the toilet up there.
Traffic is serious. He's not. The road welcomes an explosion of colors. The tank is full. The machine is ready. Even the gas station wasn't prepared for this. Crossing the water was mandatory. Getting wet wasn't.
I was trying to save
but
his
effective
shoes.
strategy. It's no longer a bicycle. It's a mobile living room. Riding becomes a very
That's
personal
awesome.
experience.
Look at that.
The road is serious, the vehicle much less. Driving turns into an exercise in nerve control. No
Nice.
suspicious passenger, just a well-placed camera. Silence becomes closely observed. The steering wheel didn't turn today. It served as a table. Driving can wait. Food comes first. Towing a concrete mixer with a motorcycle was apparently possible. The construction site found its transport. Not new, not classic, but functional. School transport, village edition.
Hey, get the kids to school.
The train won't start, so arms take over.
The train?
For my country, they push train.
When mechanics hesitate, motivation pushes. The car isn't alone, it's assisted. Here, even the tires get a helping hand. The car is broken down, but the motorcycle got confident. Here, the small pushes the big without hesitation.
Hey.
The helmet protects, but not
Pushing
where
the
expected.
train, yes.
The intention
yes,
was
yes.
good.
That
The detail
Whoville
less
bike. She's got her helmet on
It
backwards.
looks like a wind-up car. You turn it from behind, let go,
That's awesome.
and off it goes. The front looks like the back like the front. The road takes a few seconds to process it. The footbridge is right there, clearly visible, but crossing on the ground seemed more interesting.
How you passing there? If that iron choke you now, waiting you go talk. How you passing there when there is a walkover? There is a walkover.
They don't want to.
With that gold color, the price definitely
Damn,
doubled.
that's polished.
Even the
Boy, look at
tricycle
that.
thinks it's luxury.
सोने की टिर्री निकालनी पड़ रही यो जा रही देख ले बचत बहुत है टिर्री में भाई
Even Sonic gave up running for a motorcycle. At this pace, speed takes on a new form.
Yeah, that's freaking awesome.
This is the end of the video. If you
Alright, one more.
Hello guys, get ready. In this video, you're about to witness some of the craziest two-wheel and four-wheel vehicles you've
that.
probably never seen on the road.
That's
From
awesome.
broken machines to unbelievable homemade creations. What you're about to see will blow your mind. If you're ready, let's go. The only bike where the passenger doesn't breathe anymore but stays loyal, together beyond death until the next red light. Some ride on 4 wheels, others on 2. He bet his entire life on one. Small size, huge ambition. Laugh, and he'll crush you with his one-seat Anger Edition quad.
He out of here.
He out of here.
Some
seen
seek
that?
inner balance. He found it on a 2-meter metal rod. Innovation of the century. Human Uber. Zero pollution. 100% perspiration. The truck did a front flip without warning. Even the ship captain said, "We're not boarding that." Incredible transformation. Half bus, half truck.
That's cool.
100%
That's cool
confusion.
looking. That's cool looking.
Bro deleted the suspension just to feel the road better. These bikes look straight
It's
out
like a
of
jet
Jurassic
ski
movie.
motorcycle.
Motorized bicycle 2.0. Pedaling is for tourists.
Yeah, you can buy those kits. You used to be able to buy them for
Everything
$100
started
bucks.
well. Confidence,
to put
style,
a two-stroke
cheering
on
crowd.
your
Then
10
suddenly,
speed.
karma
or
hit the
mountain
gas
bike.
pedal. When you drive with your feet and your life depends on one toe.
Oh, she doesn't have any arms. I thought she was doing it on purpose. Jeez.
Witness the fusion of sport and logistics.
That's all.
Meet the Cycle Diablo 3000, designed to deliver and suffer at the same time. Not a car, a time capsule. The guy bought his ride from the year 2080. This dude didn't fix the chain. He invented a new dimensional transmission. The first bicycle designed by an electrician on a divine mission. You ride, you pray. and
Nah,
hope
these
to
are
come
these
back
are
alive.
everybody, John.
In Brazil, innovation never sleeps. Here's the Moto Taxi XL. Carries a passenger, 2 billboards, and the driver's dignity. This isn't a motorcycle. It's a motorized bathtub. Stupid
There's
idea.
the white
Yes.
motorized bathtub.
Unforgettable
There's the
moment?
rednecks.
Absolutely. Behold the forgotten prototype of Fred Flintstone. Comfort, prehistoric. Vibration, factory guaranteed.
Factory guaranteed. You smack your shins into that, dude.
When your exhaust competes with SpaceX, one push on the pedal and you're headed straight to the moon.
In effetti c'è il frangifiamma, ma è omologato.
Karma.
It doesn't roll anymore, but it keeps its dignity. Even ghosts refuse to haunt it.
That's freaking nuts.
Some say it's dangerous. I say it's the birth of a forbidden mechanical alliance. The handlebar removes like a USB stick. When you're done riding,
Yeah, you might
just
want
pat your
to. You might
steering.
want to take care of that. Yeah, you
From
might.
behind,
You might want to
it
take
looks
care of that.
international freight. From the front, it's Kevin from the block on his turbo trike. When you try to exercise, but your body switches to experimental mode. Each liter is a promise of 7 kilometers before the breakdown.
It's cut.
Tecnologia! Tecnologia!
No rope, no problem. Just creativity. Result, maximum security string belt.
That's freaking some briefs, some bikini briefs.
Some have Uber Eats. He's got fridge wheels. Delivery slow, but guaranteed fresh.
People
Bike,
are freaking amazing.
car,
no. Who
a
writes this
combined
dialogue, man? The
catastrophe.
dialogue delivery. You talk like this in real life, it's over, right? Yeah. It's over.
Brain, brake. Hands, accelerate. Result, free baptism, courtesy of the sea.
Yeah, there goes that motor.
Local innovation. First passenger synced with the turn signal. He blinks. He prays. He survives. The rider's doing rodeo. The passengers doing meditation. 2 worlds, 1 bike. Even Fast and Furious said, "We don't film at that level."
Oh!
Yo, me know. Yo!
That tire clearly said, "Bro, I'm not coming back to work."
Hey, I'm no car, but.
I think there's something wrong with your tire. Well,
Year 2025. Still no update for stupidity.
I'm trying to recharge his battery.
Not a scooter, a pocket tractor.
That's pretty cool.
Local innovation. First multi-use helmet. Protection, ventilation, and rice bowl at lunchtime. When your bike says stop, but your engine says no. In some countries, power steering isn't a
Yes,
feature.
sir.
It's a spiritual experience.
A spiritual experience. That's a lot of positive camera. Oh, your tire's moving. Do you recall when our Air Force used Mustangs to take down the Nazis? Yes, yes I do. Yes I do. Oh, I missed it. Oh, dang it, Space Scout.
Doing the squats. Meet the university biker. 1 hand on the handlebar, the other on knowledge, delivering wisdom express. Some ride on the ground. He rides at altitude. Not a bike, an elevator for oversized egos.
Get on, girl.
Some had spoilers for speed. He added a picnic terrace. Drive, eat, and tan. All in one go.
Hey.
He's not a delivery man. He's a 2-wheel poet.
A 2-wheeled poet?
Behold the straightest car in the world. No curves, no aerodynamics, just pure squared mindset. No body shell, no problem. He graduated in creativity. Here we don't cut trees.
There you go.
We cut the road.
Look at that.
Some installed turbos. He installed reverse gear.
What do you need reverse for in a motorcycle? I guess boredom, right? Or create just to say you can do it.
Homemade suspension.
They were the shadows.
And comfort. Optional only.
Oi.
No door. No problem. Grab some fence boards. Engine under mesh. Body made of wood.
There's big cruiser motorcycles that have reverse gears. Yeah, right. The big ones do. I'm talking about a freaking dirt bike.
Others from potholes.
Yeah, the big ones do. Absolutely, yeah.
The enemy was inside.
Oh, dude.
Some have motocross.
Dude, did you
He's
see
got
the
a cross.
testicular freaking removal technique right there? Did you see the testicular removal? Look right here, dude. Right on the corner of where the concrete meets the grass. You got that freaking sharp curve, and he was spread eagle on that. Oh, geez.
Some have motocross. He was inside.
Oh, dude,
Some
he's
have
done.
motocross.
Done.
He's got a cross donkey. Starts with an A. Tops out at 25 kilometers per hour. 0 emissions. Here's the bike for people who
Dude,
refuse
I
to give up on the road.
guarantee his boy bits and his freaking tailbone are done. Done. I'm not. Dude.
Starts with.
Dude, here, let me help you out a little bit. Let me help you out a little bit.
Just his kickstand. The enemy was inside.
Oh, hold on. We got
Some
more
have
time.
motocross.
Sorry.
He's got a cross. Some have motocross. He's got a.
That was freaking pretty bad, dude. That was pretty bad. No leather, no nothing, right? And if it was just concrete or just grass, fine. But you had that sharp edge. That's rough stuff. That's rough, dude. That's rough. I mean, it wasn't deadly. It was freaking absolutely painful. All right, let's see. Let's see what Space Gal's got here. what's going on here. Oh. Bit my lip. Freaking Space Cow. We ain't watching that damn thing.
Over this shit the other day, didn't you? Look, let me check you out this time. I didn't even look at your shit, because, you know what, it looked pretty fucked up. Freak level. Oh, man, come on. Oh, fuck. I think I know this cat. That's fucked up. Man, this is my fucking cousin.
That's good.
You got me. Man, what kind of shit is this? How'd you get a picture of my cousin, man? How'd you do that shit? That's a... I'm gonna keep this one.
I'm gonna keep it.
I got it.
Frickin' wackadoo ass Space Cow.
Cross Donkey starts with an A, tops out at 25 kilometers per hour, 0 emissions. Here's the bike for people who refuse to give up on the road. Royal Comfort, unlimited range, and a
It
built-in
flushes!
This car has no engine, but it has a diabolical plan. Everyone updates. He still rides version 1800. No gas, no stress, just a horse on express highway mode. Some invent electric bikes. He built a manual bike recharged by calves. Local tech, unlimited muscle power. Some ride in metal.
Yeah.
He
On a
rides
flat
in bricks.
surface, right?
Durability 100%. Aerodynamics 0%. If you crash, don't call the police. Call the mason. The most protected bike in Europe. 3 locks, 2 chains, 1 blessing. Even Thanos can't steal it.
Yeah.
Bro fused the scooter with a Toyota. Result, the Scootoyota. It runs, but sneeze once and the engine falls off.
That's freaking 2 scooter engines. Oh, a scooter engine made into the transmission?
Looks like a marriage between a tractor and a tank.
This is awesome. Volkswagen made something like this for the
first car that
Volkswagen
moves,
invented
but
that for the Volkswagen Super Beetle. You could buy a camper that connected to the top like that, and you could drive around it. Volkswagen Beetle camper attachment. Camper. Right here. Just same exact thing. Same exact thing. You drive into it to connect the Kingpin, which is on the roof, and then you can just do that same thing.
Agrees with its own wheels. Look at him. F1 stance, eagle eyes, max determination. Scooter cornering technique, 90-degree lean, 0-degree grip. Bro, that tractor doesn't plow. It climbs walls. With this, you can farm the ground, the roof, even the sky.
Farm the ground and the roof. You remember that? How you doing, Mel?
When the car sees people, but you don't. Bro, don't brake.
Oh,
brake.
that's a graveyard. That's crazy.
He scaled his dreams down to 1 to 10. No trunk, no engine, 0 stress at the pump.
Good, brother, good. Doing good.
But you're genius enough to invent one. Every bolt has a story. Every vibration is a prayer.
Man. Another thing, yeah, motorcycle engine. And you see that there's 0 tread on these tires. Look at that. Look at that. 0 tread. Probably uses the foot. His foot is the brake.
This isn't a car. It's a fusion of hustle, madness, and genius. 3 engines, 0
He's adding
bodywork.
oil
A
to it or
sound
fuel?
that scares the village roosters.
Oh, that's freaking. Look, he's got like 70 tires on the back of it.
Even the car said, I'm rolling, but I've got issues too. Suspension, 0. Motivation, 100%. He didn't wake up to work. He woke up to free the people from fines. Camera blocked. Mission accomplished.
Nice!
He said, no need for a garage. Let's fuse it all. Half
That's
car,
awesome.
half
Look at
gate,
that.
100% imagination. When you want a futuristic car, but the future rejects your project. Every turn, another part resigns. Top secret project. Half truck, half rocket, half doubt. Scheduled to launch at 9 a.m. Still looking for the start button. Even the wind hesitates to push.
Nice. It's amazing what
Looks
people
like
are
a
doing in
car
their
sponsored
backyard. Look
by
at these, makes you
culture
want to
and
build a
chaos.
rally cart, buy a
He
4x4
decorated
car,
up the whole neighborhood
chop it up,
with
surprise
artists,
us, and
stars.
right, no, right. It's not
Even
difficult. It's not even expensive. It's just a lot of labor, right? I agree 100%. You can take the car out front of your house right now and start chopping into it. Just keep the main structure, though, you know, if you don't want to screw with all that. But yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You could turn a motorcycle into a car just like all of these people do. It's just a lot of work. This is why if you want to get paid for that work, now you can do it by with the internet, right? But yeah, it's a lot of work.
Della watching over it.
But anything,
rare model.
Anything that's unusual, anything that's rare is valuable. So, you know, like oh, I want this car. How many were made? 7 million. So 7 million people, you know, if you got a one of one, it's guaranteed popularity, at least for a flash in the pan.
Honda accorded to misfortune.
Holy
it's
crap.
No impact, pain, and rebuild. But it still rolls. This mechanical monster wasn't built for roads.
Like this
but for
here,
vengeance.
look.
Every horn says,
So he
back
took
up. I
his
built this myself.
car, he
Even
chopped it up and just it started welding extensions on and put it back together.
Just refused to touch it. No roof, no doors, but the vibe is intact. Not a car, a scrapyard nightclub.
A scrapyard nightclub.
Fuel injection, local edition, a hose, a jerry can, and Destiny's blessing. While others talk ecology, he invented spiritual mechanics. Rule number 1, don't brake too hard. Your fuel might flee too. Looks like a blend of bush taxi and crash memory. Here we observe a tow truck.
Makes the job a lot simpler.
A physics lesson even.
Oh crap! It makes the job a lot simpler to buy a 4x4 coil suspension already figured out. So all you have to do is run it. Yeah. And it's not expensive or hard to change the cabling. Like you can buy kits for motorcycles, for lawn mowers, and anything that uses the coax cabling. Yeah, and you can crimp, cut. Never destroy a Lincoln like that. They ride like boats. Lincolns are nice freaking cars, and they always have been. That's why the mobsters always drove them. Anything except for a town car.
Einstein didn't predict.
Look at that. What's going on here? What's going on here?
Call it the Benzo truck.
What's
Wedding
that?
in the morning, cement delivery by afternoon. The only car that does Uber and moving day at once. Missed the bus? Pikachu sent the rescue vehicle. Silence, comfort, and 2 kilometers per hour of pure night elegance. Even after the crash, the car said, "I'm not done yet." Doors ripped, roof gone. The vehicle moves, but the tire bounces to its own beat, like tennis court mode activated. When you want a car but your bank account says no, you build your own and smile like a local CEO. He took a Vespa, a bicycle, 2 iron bars, and created a rig even the Avengers
A bicycle, a Vespa, and 2 iron bars. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking.
In a tiny French village, a man decided Christmas spirit needs 4 wheels, 12,000 lights. At first glance, it's a giant banana. Actually, it's the official vehicle of the rushed breakfast, 0 to 100 kilometers per hour on natural vitamins. The trunk said stop. The roof said mercy.
Just hold the door shut.
When the mechanic says, I found a budget solution,
there you go.
He doesn't mean money. He means carpentry.
Mi capacidad intelectual para entender la electrónica de este tipo de vehículos que son táctiles.
The owner said, as long as it rolls, it's fine.
Probably a millionaire, too.
Pocket-sized, massive
Look
Eagle.
at that.
The only car you can park in your backpack. It was a Chrysler 300. After the owner's prayer, it reincarnated as a local Rolls-Royce.
300 with the Rolls-Royce symbol. Like, what the hell? Niggas put the Rolls-Royce.
The special tired black edition. Hood missing, phantom bumper. In Arizona, even the dead refused to walk. Skull. He took his co-pilot straight from the cemetery. Engines burning, snow is melting. He's blowing on it like a birthday candle. No
He's
doors,
freaking
no
high.
windows.
Dude, what the hell? He's lighting up his freaking crack pipe or something? What's going on here?
They can. Engines burning, snow is melting. He's blowing on it like a birthday candle.
What up, nice guy?
No doors, no
How do you
windows.
overheat on a snowy day?
Zero doors, zero roof, zero stress. He said, I want a rear spare tire too. Result, luxury deco for 0 francs. Even the tires shocked. Working or just posing? Prototype, village power, go-kart, second-hand
There you go,
engine,
same thing,
brand
same
new
thing.
confidence.
Just chopped apart a motorcycle and made a go-kart.
Even the truck wants to quit. It's like, bro, if I let go, it's life's fault, not mine. Yet, it still rolls. The driver rides with no fear and no bodywork. Even the taillights are
Mine
in
would
the
be
proper
cooler
position.
though. There you go.
This isn't
Make it
vehicle.
happen, brother.
It's a rolling memory. When you want a Ferrari but your wallet says Barbie Mobile. Still, look closely. The driver's confidence beats any brand. Even the wires lost hope. Steering wheel optional. Faith mandatory.
Yeah, these cars last forever if you know how to keep them together.
Bumper gone, bare metal wheel, but the odometer still climbs. Even the car said, I won't die till the tank's empty. We don't repair here, we innovate. Manual gearbox? Nah, mineral gearbox. Cow engine, 100% natural fuel. No license needed, just hay and courage.
Shit's so awesome to me.
Flat tire, body on vacation, but the driver still believes in mechanical resurrection.
tava querendo comprar ele, quase que eu vendi semana.
Even the neighbors wear earplugs before he
Look at
starts.
that.
The exhaust is so huge it vacuums the neighborhood dust. If you hear vroom from 5 kilometers away, it's him. Ad says, drives with no problem. Translation, it drives, but every kilometer is an earthquake.
That's gotta be horrible on your spine. What up, Wyatt? There's Mitsubishi Colts, your 6
This
cars.
is the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it.
All right, let's see. Let's see what you got, Adam. Rust Bucket Motorsport. Oh, come on. There we go. The Colt Lariat. It's got a pedal camera. Two pedal in it. Is he just still in second gear the whole time? Okay, now he's in third. Jeez. That's a smart car? Smart 4.4? He's a random Latvian, seriously God driver. Oh, he practicing. Shift linkage disconnected. Oh, he broke it. Please reconnect controller popped up on the screen. Because he knows the car inside and out. He's gonna put the linkage back on. That happened in my Saturn, 170 horsepower. And he probably got every bit out of it. Popped it back on. Imagine other people have no idea what's going on. They had no idea how shift linkages work and how they're just ball joints that could pop in and out of a plastic cavity. Second gear. Dump the clutch. That's why he starts in second, because he pegs it before he drops the clutch. Yeah, just like dislocating a shoulder. Same exact type of joint too. I wish he had a camera on the front wheels and one on top of the car. You don't need no rear view mirror. It's like facing. Yeah. Looks like a lot of fun. You need places like that to practice, though, you know? Does he have a helmet on? I wonder if he's even got a seatbelt on. There you go. So he had to set up all his cameras, then go pick them all back up. But it's worth it, you know, 330,000 views. Oh, then U-turn. Okay, I thought he just spun out. Most people have no idea. Most people have no idea how to even drive a stick. it's on his helmet. That's probably he's probably got his GoPro thing. There it is, bro. Traction again. Not bad, good driver. 100 kilometers an hour. Left foot braking in the car. Yeah, no, you gotta be good. I don't recall. Yeah, I got no recall. What is it, Space Scout? So he's running the same track with different vehicles. Nice. You should look up my friend. He makes pulse jets and some fun junk for rocketry. I'm looking his channel up. All right, see if you can find it, Wyatt. I've done some sliding like this, but it's 60 to 80. This is another level. You should be able to call. You should look. You and I at a little toy shop buy a bag of balloons with the money we got and set them free at the wake of dawn. I got no idea. It's not sounding familiar at all. Let's look it up. 99 St. Luke belongs. Sadly terrified of destroying my car. Yep. Yeah. Well, that's the one of the positives about you gotta buy a box, right? That you're willing to destroy and rebuild and get your community big enough online that people are like, do this. And you'd be like, I can't afford it. And they'll be like, what's your freaking PayPal? Because people want, just like you want to do what he's doing. And if you can't afford it, but you could, like help his community so he can do that for you. The same thing happens. Most people don't do anything, nothing, zero. And they live vicariously through other people. Can't beat a W2 or a 2 Mercedes, but you can probably find a $500 car that's got a blown alternator that you can just be like, all right, it's $500, it's missing, it's got horrible paint, it's dented up like hell, and then you could spray paint frickin' I am Adam on it at youtube.com and then frickin' just start a channel, right? And then be like, all right, we're gonna test this thing on a quarter mile, and then we're gonna see what we can do with it over the next couple of months, and keep. You should absolutely do that. And you could frickin' stick your camera to your forehead, wrap some duct tape around it, cut a little hole so that the camera can see. You can do whatever you want. You can tape it to your chest. You can do whatever you need to do to make sure that you can. But the quality none of that matters. We didn't notice if that was 4K or 1080p. Nobody cares about that stuff. Fig Neutron. People just say that stuff like, what kind of mic do you use? It doesn't matter. None of it matters. If you say you want me to use a better mic, tell me which one. Here's my PayPal. I helped this guy with some rocket motors. Yeah, I bit my tongue so hard earlier today. It's a freaking. I've been talking to my buddy about doing something like this. He's got some cool camera gear, DJ gimbal. You don't need any of that stuff to start. You can. That's the kind of stuff you want to use when you're ready to like show your finished product. Freaking drones and whatnot. But no, like you can use duct tape. That's what I use. Look, I taped my freaking phone. This is a 10E. It's missing the lenses. It's like, this is what I use for my entire channel up to this point. I mean, until I got a donation. My parents saw me come in. My first truck was a 64 Chevy pickup. Wouldn't go past 70, but a 2-wheel drive when they're 4x4, they feared to tread. He does a lot of pulse jet stuff. Do you recall I've never had a piercing. Never had a tattoo. Never dyed my hair. Never did any of that stuff. I used to pierce people's noses and ears and stuff, but now I never did. I don't know why. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why I never did. Okay, 10 years ago. Driver is better than car. Please tell me this ain't copyrighted. Doesn't look like the music, at least. Let's see. All right, let's see. There you go. There we go. Okay. Yeah. What about braiding your ball? I braided my ball hair. Propane upside down. So the propane tank's upside down, so it's feeding liquid to the pulse jet. So propane tanks don't have feed tubes off of their valves to pull the liquid out of the bottom. So when it's set up, just the liquid gravity keeps the liquid to the bottom. So you get propane gases at the top, the gaseous propane. And then if you flip it over, only the liquid propane, LPG, comes out. I had two in my left ear, my ear, 34. Daughter talked me into it because she was scared. First Christmas 13 was my ear. What up, Loretta? Jeez, you see the liquid spurted out onto the ground, and then it lit. Let me go back just 1 second. Right, boom! Watch the ground. Flinching at all. What's going on, Loretta? It's really hard to keep these things running until they're hot. Literally nothing? What, brother? Literally nothing going on? So now he's pulling the fuel of he's pulling the battery off. I'm guessing that was the battery used to preheat the combustion chamber. Michigan backyard engineering. The nuclear plant's still up. Hey, keep going. He's like, jump on. Yeah, that's what I heard. Batteries for spark. Yeah. So pulse jets don't use a spark. So the way it works is you squirt fuel into the combustion chamber, and then you have the way you have a pulse is you have a reed valve. It's just a piece of sheet metal that's a spring. So in the combustion chamber, when it lights, the flap opens and then thrust goes out and then it shuts, and you have then that cycle is automatic. You don't have fuel pumps or anything. It's all mechanical. There's no moving parts except for a flapping valve. That's just a piece of spring steel usually. So you have to get that lit in the first place. Some people just throw gas there. So he probably used a glow plug or something, but no need for a spark because you can't time it. It's going to do what it wants to do, right? So then when it hits hot enough, then when you're feeding the fuel in, it's just constantly going. You know when you have like alcohol in a bottle and you light it and it goes. It pulses like that. So because the oxygen's got to suck in and then shoot out, then suck in, then shoot out, suck in, and shoot out, because you don't have enough oxygen to burn all of the alcohol at once. And when you burn the first pulse of it, it needs to suck air back in. Just being entertained by the chat. Yep, V1s were like that. Also, they're building a new series of missile men to replace them. And they absolutely should. They absolutely should. It might have been. I mean, it doesn't look like the spark plug needs more than 12 volts to spark. It doesn't really use the coil, so I'm guessing it was a glow plug. Blowing out everybody's eardrums. Yeah, what's up, fat bong brother? And he's got a tank of propane feeding upside down between his legs. Still distorting the mic. Freaking a couple hundred feet away. He had glowing red. And yeah, you can make these with simple gear. Blowing everyone's eardrums is part of the fun. So, what does stopping look like? You gotta turn the fuel off. You gotta turn the fuel off. Or you just run it into, it's gonna run that tank in a few minutes. So, but you just shut the valve. Neighbors probably calling the cops. You know, they produce thrusted IO. Right. Yeah. Right, yeah, and yeah. Right, sure.
That is.
And then he just ran out of gas. Yeah, but you don't. He meant. I mean, I guess you meant stopping the combustion, not stopping the vehicle. Maybe you meant the other. Depending on the setup, brakes aren't even doing anything. Right? Yeah. Bike's a bit about remarkable. I guess brakes are fine. Yeah. It's hard to keep them running at a lot of thrust because you need much more fancy metals than just spring steel. Let's look it up. I want to see the next generation of weapons. See how far we have come. Bet he's burned hair off his butt cheeks. Probably. I guarantee that combustion chamber is getting hot. I don't make weapons. All right, let me see here. All right. Reed valve? I can't remember the name of the valve. Name of the valve in a pulse jet. It's called a Reed valve. I'll show you how it works. Okay, here you go. How pulse jets work. I'll zoom in. Hold on 1 second. I gotta pee in the turlet in a second, too. I gotta pee in the turlet. Damn it, why do I always do that? Richard.
This is a pulse jet engine, one of the simplest jet engines ever made. It works using a set of one-way valves that let air in while fuel is sprayed into the combustion chamber. A spark plug ignites the mixture, causing a rapid explosion.
Okay, yeah, spark
the
plug.
hot gases rush out through the exhaust, generating pulsing thrust. As the gases exit, they create a low-pressure zone, pulling in fresh air and repeating the cycle hundreds of times per second. That's why it has that distinct pulsing sound.
I thought he was going to show it.
Pulse jet engines were first used in World War II to...
Oh, come on. Yeah, here's a small one. But he's probably not going to talk about it.
Here's a 3D printed valve head.
So he's lighting it. He's sticking a lighter in. No, it's air. So he's blowing air into
So I didn't have
it.
the best angle, but I was applying pressure on it to keep it sealed because it popped out.
It's gonna be hot, boy.
Yes.
There you go. There's
But on
the
this side,
reeds.
The pressure was so large, it popped that off. Interesting. Anyway,
It's
if this
plastic,
video gets, I don't know,
dude.
like 1,000 likes or something, top comments gets this. It's like being a dead horse.
So it's basically shaped like a flower held in the center, and then when the flame, when it gets enough pressure, it blows past it, and then it shuts, and then the rest of the flame sucks air into the combustion chamber, and then it blows up again, and then spurts back out, and so you just have a hole that goes. The cooling on those is even worse. You need to be at speed, right, or it'll destroy itself, right? What's the British guy's name? Colin Firth. Yep, he's cool too. Yeah, built a seriously fast pulse jet. Yes, he built a good one too. Fuelie hydraulic mech suit. Yeah, he's a good guy. Yeah, Hacksmith did the lightsaber. Mobile pizza oven. If you want to get an exhaust mechanics, look at the Aerospike. We look at that too. Buzz bombs, right? Buzz bomb corner at 7-Eleven. They made 3D printed Aerospike, weighed like 24 pounds. Put it out somewhere for Aerospike. Not practical thing. Tooth. What up, plastic? They are no better for exosphere propulsion, not with an atmosphere. Okay, let's look. So we're looking up aerospike. All right, let me close some of this stuff down here. Let me shrink this back down a little bit. Okay. Colin Furs Aerospike. Colin Furs Aerospike. Colin Furs Aerospike. Colin
Service bike
Furs
around Palmetto.
Aerospike.
Sure.
Jeez, I guess I have to type it. Did he do it? Let's just go. All right, let's see. I remember correct. NASA uses nuclear aerospikes for propulsion. Did you see the drag queen on Drag Race that had her jaw removed on stage? They slipped her tooth back in. No, that sounds freaking pretty freaking. I'll do anything for attention type shit. Jesus Christ, Lord. All right, I gotta pee. Okay. They did. What? Yeah, I'm sure it was gnarly. I don't think Furs messed with aerospikes. He definitely used pulse. That's right. That's what I was probably. That's probably. I was looking up. I thought this was, you were saying 3D printed an aerospike. There you go. Here it is. I tell you, I bit the dog piss out of my lip. Let's go to this YouTube and find it. She took her arm off too. It was all prosthetic. I'll teach you. And she had some haunted glass eyeballs. Jesus Christ. He did a lot. That was 12 years ago he built it. 9 years ago he says how to start one. We'll watch that. State Farm is there.
Crispy, airy, lightly charred at home. Magic. It's not delivery, it's DiGiorno.
So, I've got quite a few emails from people that have made pulse jets, but they can't get them to start. So I've got two helpers today. I've got the
Body Shop is taking a whole new
channel.
meaning.
We've got James
No,
Bruin from X Robots. I'm going to try and get them
covers coming
to start this lovely pulse jet here. Right, let the lesson begin. Now, the jet we're
What's
using
good
today
news,
is this
brother?
one. It's a Lockwood
It was
design.
kind of really
These are the
entertaining.
best ones. They kick out the most power, and they're the easiest ones to start. This one in particular was designed by Mr. Bruce Simpson. You can find the plans by just Googling Lockwood pulse jet plans, and that's how I find them. There's plenty of drawings on there. There's a couple of other designs. There's like a Chinese one that's got 2 inlets on it. They start okay, but don't kick out much power. And there's another one which has got 1 inlet on, which is a complete nightmare.
Have
Forget
you read
about
the new
it.
study on
Just wanna
cognitive
build one of
neuroscience
these.
based
Now,
by
this little system on the top
Howie
here, we're not gonna use
Felter
this today.
Snatch?
This is something we can add to like
I studied that in college,
engine oil or
John.
anything like that.
I
If you want
studied
to
that in
find out
college.
more about that, go and watch my jet kart building videos, and that's all on there. So, for today, just going to be using gas, and it's a simple system. It comes out the bottom.
Hey!
So 2 valves. We've got one for idle, one for throttle, but for today's purposes, we're just going to be concentrating on the idle one. Down this tube, into
All right,
the
so
side
I
of
missed
the jet, and
everything.
then it's
Took
just
my
blanked
practice
off, and
ace
then it's
fast
got a few
fab with less than 4 hours of sleep, needed 50 since I don't get a GD and a diploma. Got 51. The actual is 10 to 50 points. Hey, there you go, brother. Good. Congratulations. Congratulations. All right, let's go back here a little bit.
For idle what's kart building video, engine oil or anything, you just want to build one of these.
All right, let's turn it up. Why is it so quiet? I used to have a, here it is, here it is, here it is.
Now this little system
Is
on
that
the top
better?
here, we're not going to use this
Audio-wise,
today.
is it too
This
loud?
is something which I've added
You got
so
a
I can like
74.
run it off diesel or engine oil or anything like that. If you want to find out more about that, go and watch my jet kart building videos, and that's all on there. So for today, just going to be using gas, and it's a simple system. It comes out the bottle, goes through 2 valves. We've got one for idle, one for throttle, but for today's purposes, we're just going to be concentrating on the idle one. Down this tube, into the side of the jet, and then it's just blanked off, and then it's got a few holes peppered all the way down it just to kind of spray the gas out in a nice even amount. Now, to get these things started, it's just a balance of gas and air and getting the two things up and running in the right amounts. Now, to light it, we've got no spark plug. We just use a blow lamp. You just shove the blow lamp down the end there and light it and get the flame coming out of this tube. If the flame starts to come out of this one, start again, blow it all out, start from fresh. So, light it in there. Your finger on the idle, get your leaf blower, bring the two together, and then kind of just gently bring them up until the mix is about right, and then it should pop into life. So, can the two Jameses do that? Let's see if my education in pulse jet lighting is any good. So, give that a little bit of a tickle, and then light it in the end there. That's it. Yeah, that's it. It's running in there. If you give it a tiny bit more, so you get a little bit of flame coming out.
I mean,
That's
I'm
it.
bad
Whoa,
at
a bit
math,
less.
too.
Now, you're going to need a leaf blower to start one of these things, and as a tip,
Yeah, brother,
stick a
make it happen.
90-degree
100%,
bend
man.
on the
No, I'm
end,
not
and it
stupid.
saves
It's
you
not
burning your
well
hand
articulated,
when you
anything
shove
that
it down the
really
end of the
sounds
jet.
Brother, just,
Right, that's about right. Now then.
just do it. Look. Do it. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. You did this. You did the study tests. You know what's expected of you. You don't have to study all of everything. You need a cursory knowledge on. You just can't be freaking. I use freaking bullets to clean my teeth. You know, like you can't. I'm smart enough to know. I'm smart I'm not. That's exactly how I feel about myself. I know where my weaknesses are. Study, pick a job to translate to civilian life. I agree 100% right there what John says. Listen, you have to plan for the future, and most kids don't that go into college. They're like, oh, I always want to get a degree in freaking toenail painting and whatnot. And then there's like, what do you mean there's no jobs? I just spent $80,000. Right. So you're getting a free education and free training. What can you do afterwards? You'll be very lucky because you'll have the ability to be able to commune with a lot and network with a lot of ex-military and ex and current military. So that's great for networking. Better than just being like, well, my friends at high school, nobody owns any companies. Yeah, absolutely. I can't. Married. Remember, I need to discuss with my wife first. I'm going to the repair field. That's good. That's what you want to do. Yep. Jack of all trades, master of none. Underwater is the goal. Sometimes better than a master of none. Master of one. All right, let's see what's going on here.
Now get this and gently bring it towards that. Right. Now we've got a little bit of a boom. That's basically not enough gas, and we've just blown it out.
Yeah.
So next time you do it, a little bit more gas, and then hopefully it'll either fire into life or we'll nearly get there. And it's at this point I'm going to move me other camera because I've realised I've put it in a rather bad position, and I think it's going to get burned. Let's move you back here.
Yeah, maybe.
Take two. That's it.
Yeah, they should spin it around.
A bit more of everything, trying to bring them up together. Back the fuel off. A bit more.
You blew it out.
Nearly. black smoke is good. That is like, you are so
100%
nearly there.
jack of all
So,
trades.
if you've got black smoke, you either need a little bit more air or a little bit...
from the get-go, but I can form blueprints more openly. Forbid I need to start a conversation. I agree. I don't want much clutter in my brain. I got lots of clutter. A lot.
Gas. Now, if you give it a bit more gas, and you start to see the smoke disappear and a little bit of fire coming out that same inlet, then you need to back it off and give it a bit more.
At a fast enough rate as each idea pops up. That's why I think I'm really good with the chat. Like, people can throw a bunch of different ideas, a bunch of different topics, and like I can stay on a bunch of different stuff. I think it's because that's the way I learned things. I dropped out of high school. I only took a semester of college, so I learned everything on my own. I wasn't like, okay, here's a month of algebra, here's a month of freaking physics or science or whatever. I just said, oh, this is cool. Let me learn about that for an hour. And then so I learned that way. I learned this is cool. That's cool. What's this do? This, that do. If I want to build this, what do I need to know? Material sciences wise, physics wise, yada, yada. Or, what nice and what not. So I learned how to solve problems pretty much on my own. And then how to learn what I needed to learn to solve problems. And I think that's probably the best way to learn. Because you learn a bunch of stuff you don't need to know, but most problems are solvable because you have access to the information. Dude, I watched his recruiter's demeanor instantly shift the moment they realized I'm 51. Have you ever taken the ASVAB before? No. Was he happy? They knew they'd get you in.
If you give it a bit more oxygen and it goes out, you needed a little bit more gas. So you were very close there. That kind of boom. That's the start of nearly one pulse. This lesson's going to pay him dividends in the future somewhere, isn't it? Hey.
So he's got to crank up the fuel. Yeah, I can. Yeah. There you go. And then it'll be sucking it in on its own. There it is.
He did it! He started it!
So that works like an afterburner, right? It's so crazy. So the flames that's lit on the end lights the exhaust. And then there's another area that every time that flap opens, when it goes, geez, it's gulping more air. I love AI. I want an AI. Yeah, you'll probably end up with an AI husband. Liquid oxygen and nitrous have been told it's very dangerous. You've been they're definitely very dangerous. Absolutely, yeah. They're very oxygen. It's a very strong oxidizer. So pulses essentially create a vacuum, pulling more. That's exactly right. Right, and that's what the valves do. Just like the valves in the engine, you shut the valve when you want to compress and combust the fuel air mixture, and then the valve opens so you can push the exhaust out. Then an intake valve opens so you could suck air and fuel in. Close the valve so you can get compression, or else it would just it would just push the gas air mixture. It would suck it right in and push it right out the exhaust. No, you're right. You're absolutely right. Conversations flow easily with the right people. Otherwise, you're just bad at talking to people you aren't interested in. By the way, that's fine with me. I'm certain it's an oxidizer. So anything that's flammable near it, it increases the flammability and combustibility exponentially. Right, because the thing is, you can have a bucket full of gasoline and you can throw a match on it and the top layer of gasoline burns. It doesn't just explode. But if it could get oxygen in from every angle to every molecule of gasoline, then it would blow. That's the difference between explosives, high explosives, and combustibles. Like gunpowder isn't a high explosive. It explodes slowly. That's how it can push the bullet out of the gun barrel without blowing the gun barrel apart. But there's stuff that like they use for blowing rocks apart. That's just, it turns into gas, because that's what explosives are. They're not flames, so to speak. They just turn solids into gas. And then that gas can be flammable and can be lit, but it's the sound, it's the shock wave that does the damage, not the fire. The fire can do secondary, not a whole Keisha. Not a whole Keisha, a Valve. I'm struggling with the conversation. If I'm struggling with the conversation, I just ask, what's your favorite cheese? Bang, immediate 10-minute long conversation for free. Easy peasy. Right, so you're pre-prepared for what to do if you fail, right? Absolutely. How are you going to pivot? What am I going to do if this happens? Most people don't plan anything. That's planning ahead. Right, absolutely. Honestly, afterburner engines are cool, but terrifying. Also, diesel is an amazing fuel if you can't get a way to lower the flash point. Misting, atomizing, the same principle. Diesel hammers. Yeah, diesel hammers are great, right? They just squirt somewhere. Conversations are way hard for me. I don't like to say, well, I'm too smart, but sometimes I'm processing too quickly for a fluid conversation. Yeah, I don't worry about any of that. Look, the thing is, if I don't meld well with them, they get away quicker, right? And then I can get somebody else in that I can meld with. I don't even let it bother me, and it doesn't bother me. Right? If some people are just like, are you a test snack? And I'm like, is that a problem? And they're like, if I struggle to hold a conversation with someone, I fart and leave. Right. You're like, this conversation is so shit. I'm out. Yeah. But then again, listen, I'm 49. So there was no dating app dating when I was a kid. It wasn't like people you went on dates with and stuff like that. You knew before you went on the date. So it was like you already had stuff to talk about. 9 out of 10. I'm propping up the Cabo, and there's no, man. I don't want to just yap and incite debates. Yes, right. Yeah, that's people that want other people to think they know. Like people that want to win. They want to debate to win. Like not. Hey, man, where can we find common ground? To like people just want to be like fart and leave. If this conversation starts to stink, it's because I'm farting and leaving. Okay, let's see. Talk with conviction. If you fail, you can always fart and leave. Right? It's not that difficult. And if you don't have to fart, just leave. Dude, one of the best things you can do to people that are like overly falsely confident and headstrong is just like while they're talking, just be like, and just turn around and walk away. Like you just block them on the cell phone. Just do it in, just be like, and walk away. And they're like, hey, what? Done. I started down this whole Dutch oven. Dude, I told you, brother. It's good stuff. They intimidate me. Nothing beats the exploding gas. The exploding gas. Crop dusting. All right, let me see. What did I miss here? I want to. It's getting late, so I'm gonna watch it. I want to watch another one of those for a kid. Dude, I'm so addicted to these African and whatever everybody amateur engineering stuff. I'll chug a gallon of milk beforehand. I'm severely lactose intolerant. If you can get a gallon of milk down, you're a stronger man than I. I'm a vomiter. Let's see. Sorry, this conversation is making me have to shit. There we go. Remember that hurricane years ago after an oil spill, and people were worried about lightning starting making fire? No. I don't remember hurricane after the oil spill. Was that the Gulf Exxon Jamulator? But I definitely remember people talking about oil spills and fire NATOs, but I just don't remember it at the same time. What up, Bobette the cutie? Hello. I chug a gallon of anything liquid. Don't tempt me. All right, let's see. Let's see what we got going on here. Dude, one of these days I'm gonna get air conditioning in this house.
Welcome to this video where you'll discover some of the most wrecked, broken, and junky vehicles still rolling on the roads. They look like they shouldn't even be able to start, yet somehow
Doesn't
they're
have
the
reverse, I
shining
guess.
stars still cruising our streets. If you're ready, let's go.
Kerosene.
This car is a rolling mechanics lesson. To start it, you must pray, push, and threaten all at once.
I spent 15 years in the movie industry doing prop making and 8 years making music in the music industry when I was young. Yeah, I did a lot of artistry.
From the outside, it seems at the end of its life, but inside, it's a museum of
How about yourself,
ingenuity.
Babette?
The seats have been replaced with wood, comfort with faith. The starter is a screwdriver.
Picasso, can you help me with something? Sure. What you need?
And despite it all, it moves forward, proudly, with faith as its fuel.
There you go, plastics and artist
This
herself.
truck is a road veteran. It looks like it witnessed
I have an art
independence itself.
competition. There we
No
go, you got a
door,
bunch of artists.
But courage to spare. An indestructible bone shaker, defying time and logic.
Middle Eastern dudes are insane at restoration. So yes,
There is
yes,
a
yes,
car that
yes,
no
yes,
longer
yes,
seeks
yes.
to
I see a
fix.
lot of this online.
It simply seeks to survive. Rust
It
has
depends
won
what
the
kind.
war.
I mean, maybe the
bodywork
chat can
has
help you. I don't know
thrown
what kind of
the
art
towel,
you're into
the
or
trunk
what
has
kind of
been
competition you
repurposed
have.
as a shelter for
I'm sure we can offer some sort of help.
But the owner still believes it still runs. It's just that its beauty has retired.
Its beauty is
Buying
retired.
this isn't acquiring a car. It's adopting a legendary beast, out of breath, but still standing.
The theme is so to soar.
Here is a car that still runs, more by miracle.
What? Oh my goodness, I forgot. What category? Like, is it digital? Is it painting? Is it taking ibuprofen? Old Mercedes 300Ds and Duval Volvo 240Ds putting around Africa, Middle East. Right? Yep. So what's your what style or what sew yourself a vegetable and call it message, people. Yeah, that's exactly right. Medium. That's what I was looking for. What's the medium? Take a photo of yourself. What up, cowboy? It's beauty retired. That's what he said. That's exactly what he said.
Than mechanics. The bodywork is dented.
How you doing?
The trunk is gone, and yet it moves proudly through the market. On the roof, everything is piled up. Tires, bags,
Diesel mechanics.
goods.
Never.
A
No,
bit
yeah,
of faith to
that's
make
the
it
thing
to
that's crazy. And we, like here in America, we have them and we baby them, wash them, oil changes regularly. Don't put 7,000 pounds of bags of rice and stuff stacked up 300 feet. You know, it's absolutely crazy that they abuse the hell out of these things. The transmissions are fine. At least they have at least a couple of gears left. Diesel Mercedes never die. I took a look at the chute boxes. I just mod it, make it better than before. Problem solved. I'm an artist, but you don't draw a lot. Yeah, well, so it's not how well you draw. It's how you draw. The difference that makes you the separating yourself from other artists. If you say, "Oh, my drawing doesn't look like Picasso," it's not supposed to. You're not Picasso. You draw how you draw. If you say, "This is myself with some wings in the sky," however you draw that is how you draw it. Getting better, like with things like perspective and stuff like that, like the eyes are located on the correct spot of the head. Most people draw the eyes way up here. The eyes are actually in the center of the head, not, but when we draw them, we draw a head and then we draw the eyes way up here when that's actually like the hairline and then the eye, right? And you just learn stuff like that as you go. But no, you're a representation of yourself. I picture an eagle on a hang glider. I'm a dead bird. Oil changes, brothers, seen 2023 kilos, 45,000 miles, no oil. Do you recall the fear? Don't fear the Reaper. Kia, my school Yodas and Land Cruisers are my go-to, and I don't mean the fancy ones. Artistic expression, right? Exactly. Unique to you, right? If yours doesn't look like other people, that's because it's not supposed to. The reason people give up on art often is because they think their art is supposed to look like other people's art. That's not it. If you want to put something on paper and you do that, you're done. If it doesn't look like anybody else's stuff, then you've done even better. Yeah. You're welcome. Create your own style. Right, exactly. Don't ever compare yourself to other people. Have you considered going bald yet? No. Pour some fresh oil into a million mile Honda motor. I'll fabricate more metal from nothing and run a million more. Right? Yeah. Listen, some rings in there and pretty much paint a lady from the 13th century marrying a bird on the hill. There you go. Plastic's trying to give you some inspiration.
Next turn. It's not a car. It's a rolling legend. Living proof that Africa never gives up on the road.
Inspiration's usually the biggest problem.
Here's a car that fears nothing anymore.
Funny enough, a buddy of mine went and ride from 49cc's, took him off-road. His had 50 miles at the start and took uphill and to start. My 2016 Telltale started out just fine. He had a Honda Ruckus. This is what I'm talking about. So look at this. This car is absolutely... Look, do you know how much those bananas weigh? That's absolutely crazy. And this car's going to run for yeah, they're definitely tripping. Yes, absolutely. But the thing is, these cars will run another 1,000,000 miles. It's absolutely crazy. No tires.
Driver remains without a shock absorber. It continues its mission.
That's not a shock absorber, that's a tire.
The driver, he no longer drives. He
do you recall your last nose job? I never had one. Send a video of my new signals quickly before the work. All right, brother. I posted
this car no longer carries luggage, but the determination of an entire continent. The shock absorbers.
Oh, I thought you meant shake my head. I posted shake my... Oh, gotcha. Do you recall the last time you did the war? Dude, I used to break dance when I was a kid. We used to have a big old sheet of cardboard we put on the ground with our shirts that were cut up. We made freaking headbands and stuff. Look at this.
The engine groans, but the driver keeps smiling. Every uphill climb is a fight. Every brake application a prayer.
Cars and trucks
this is the very definition of courage
right.
in motion.
Yeah, that's a big problem. Well, too much electronics and stuff that's side down. I don't know if it's good, but it's a good angle. An angel. It's good. If you know what it is, it's good.
Passengers, but memories and hopes. The car has become a moving van.
We're gonna start fracking. Get into it, girl.
Every turn
Get into it, plastic.
Every bump a test of endurance, and yet it moves forward, tireless. The most sincere car in the world.
Look at this, dude.
No door, no floor, no lives.
This is what I'm talking about. This has a distributor cap. It doesn't have fuel injection. It doesn't have electronically variable freaking make the ground explode.
Every acceleration.
And he probably just bangs out the air filter against his hand, clean it out once a couple 100 years. Grew up in a rat rod garage, as old as ever reminded him. And the car jump scared you. It's a scary looking car.
Heart to heart with the engine. The wind serves as free air conditioning.
Looks like an old Plymouth. Can't be a
This
Plymouth.
car has been through everything. Wars, roads, and 3 drivers' lifetimes. Here, filling up is a ceremony.
Look at that.
A bit of oil, a bit of faith,
that's fuel.
And the machine
that's
starts
the
again.
carb.
The engine breathes through the dashboard, but the driver keeps the calm of a sage. The miracle is that it still
Did you
runs.
recall how much Beanie Babies? Dude, they used to be They
Here
used
is
to be
perhaps
the
the bravest
freaking
car on the
bee's knees.
continent.
I
The
carbonated
roof
my
is
fuel and
sheet
shake it
metal,
up with my
the
fuel pump,
windshield
guys.
gone,
Threw my,
but the driver
I threw my
drives with
phone to the
pride.
ceiling. It's
No
cracking.
airbag,
Don't do that,
no
Bob.
AC,
That's the only.
just
Those are
heart and
expensive.
nerve.
Be careful.
If Legend had a shape,
Laugh and blow out. I
this
got my
would be
car
it.
submerged in an inch or two of mud. She stalled, got her out of the mud. Redline the engine, problem solved. So sometimes that's all you gotta do. It's you against the world.
This red station wagon is a feat of automotive survival. The trunk is held by a rope. The engine groans, but doesn't give up.
We'll get used to it, my bad. It's alright.
The green Toyota, heroine of the rural tracks. It carries
Look
passengers,
at all those eggs.
and dreams without complaint. The trunk tied down, the tires worn out, but courage intact.
This is
It's a
one thing
rolling
I'll never.
legend that
Take it
never
easy,
says no.
Babette. See you later. This is one thing I'll never understand. Do you know that Africa imports most of its eggs? Africa imports most of its eggs. They could have chickens running around eating bugs and scraps and whatnot, just like I do in my backyard, and they could get free eggs, but they're buying their eggs. Africa imports them, and it's absolutely crazy. People forget that machines don't care about the conditions as long as the mechanical components are well taken care of. That's right. My mom's old car is an Italian tune-up. First recline it ever experienced. Okay, red line. Okay. It ever experienced. Never ran smoother. Right. Well, so you probably burnt off a bunch of the carbon and stuff off of the plugs. And I'm terrified to hold my 49cc at red line for that long. She starts screaming around there. Yeah, you gotta be careful. So fat bong, brother. They're air cooled, so you gotta be careful with them. Water cooled are much more forgiving.
A legend on wheels. This van has more memories than a GPS. Every rust spot
More
tells a
memory
story
than
of a
GPS.
journey. It always
That 40,
starts
54
with the
horsepower motor
pride of a
sings at
veteran.
5,000
Here,
RPM.
retirement is a refused option. Here's a car still driving on the roads of Congo.
Look at all the fuel or water. I'm guessing that's fuel on the top. I mean, on the inside, and water on the top. That's hundreds of gallons, thousands of pounds. Pretty much go everywhere in third in that thing. 5K, dude, red line at 12K. No thanks. Hey, you know that's when it screams. He's talking about a car though.
According to legend, you can buy it for $30, home delivery included. Despite its condition, it still runs every day, carrying both passengers and goods. But today seems to be its unlucky day.
Gotcha,
It breaks down right in the middle of the trip.
Lots
The
of
driver then
Chevys.
calls
I
nearby
remember the
people to help him
Fords
push.
used to red line at like 7,000-8,000, and the Chevys used to red line at like 5. No odometer, you don't need it. I've got no coolant on it. Coolant because my cylinder head is essentially a heat sink. It's kind of go bad feel and smell. I've had an old truck like that with the rust and all. It's beautiful stuff. Hey.
Hoping he can bring it back to life, if luck is on his side.
They probably rewind their own starter coils. Basic weight comparison.
We've reached the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget
Right. 7 pounds per gallon, right? We used to have to figure fuels away. Yep.
to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. See you next time for another amazing video. Ciao.
Dude, I freaking love this
No
shit.
fees.
Shucks,
You
man.
just hop in and go.
I've seen a few cars redlined around 10K. Yeah. Yeah, dude, those let's say there's rotary motors. Yeah, there's rotary motors. A buddy of mine had a, I think it was a 94, 90, might have been a 96 RX-7 R1, and that thing redlined at like 10,000. I think it was a tri-rotor. I think it had 3 rotors in it. Let me see. RX-7 with tri-rotor. 11,000 RPMs, it looks like. 11,000. So freaking crazy. Okay, on my last job, I drove around one of their horrible VW Caddies, brought 250K on the clock, huge sound system, was listening to the low rider up. Well, speaking of fuel, I have working fuel gauge. Yay, no more. All right. What up, Truth, brother? Things blew up. Honda S2000 goes to 12,000. Yeah, those are freaking beast vehicles. Like this guy's
Yeah,
right
but
here.
go where? To the scrapyard or to car heaven?
W16. Yeah, W16s or Bentleys got them.
This car has seen all seasons.
How do I feel about it? I think we've talked about this before. I think two things can be true at once. I think we landed on the moon, and I think the footage that we've seen from the moon landing isn't the footage from the moon landing. We don't talk about the World War II engines disrespecting the H-12 and the H-16.
Rain, sun, and even trees. Yet it still starts. The miracle of fuel and courage. This bus isn't just transportation. It's a survival testimony. The engine's outside. The seats are exhausted, but it keeps doing its rounds like nothing happened. In some regions, breakdowns don't stop the job. Here, even without wheels, determination still carries tons. Looks like an action movie, except the hero is the car itself. Bent hood, missing roof, one headlight. But it drives with the confidence of a Lamborghini.
Yeah.
If you try to find the horn button here, you might accidentally call the fire department.
I think these are the same ones we saw earlier. These recycling contracts.
When your insurance expires, but your faith is still valid. Security level. Psalm 91, Express Edition.
Have you ever seen a vehicle?
No fees. You just hop in and go.
Alright, let's see what I can find. Yeah, it's quite a vehicle. Wait, do you recall the last opposite gender expressed interest in you? Yeah, I get it all the time. I gotta shoot down the ladies all the time. Alright, where's it at? Okay, hopefully this has got some different ones here.
Mr. Indian Hacker strikes again. Build the world's longest car. Result, the fuel bill equals a full salary. And to say stop, you text the last seat.
Look at that. Look at that.
The only man who can shake the whole neighborhood without a horn.
16-cylinder. Jeez.
Even this bicycle couldn't pick a nationality.
Jeez.
Ivorian tire,
You can
Brazilian
just tell
frame,
he thought it was a good
European
idea.
seat.
You were 56 at the time? I think emissions is a joke and that car is fine. Still doesn't pollute the planet as much as those private jets do. Right, dude. Listen, do you know what one of the biggest contributors of CO2 is Coca-Cola? Well, not just Coca-Cola, but soda companies. They use so much CO2. It's unfreaking believable. They would have been the first things to cut off to stop it. It's so crazy. Rattle cans, right. Spray paint cans. The W chassis are so good and reliable. I hope to get a project car. The C230 compressor is pretty easy to mod. Get anything. You can turn it into whatever you want, absolutely on the outside, and then use that to get your funding to get your dream
Bike
car.
of the diaspora. That's not a cart. That's a 4x4 from
Look
the
at that.
Tokpa market.
Look at that. It's a freaking shopping cart.
When you love bikes, sharks, and Captain America, you invent the Shark Bike 3000 Shark
Bike.
Explosion. Even the ocean wants it, but it prefers asphalt.
I almost bought a W350.
This man doesn't drive a car.
$750
He wears a miniature
dude.
time machine.
Yeah, yeah. This is the thing. There will always be another, and when you have more money, you can get better. You can move farther up the line for good. No, this is what I love. Truth. Yes, I love the creativity. I love it. And dude, earlier today, or earlier in the stream, we were looking at like what the kids in Africa do with like chainsaw motors and stuff. They take that and they turn it into a car. It's absolutely phenomenal. The time I got my 2 bikes is projects currently, but true. I got 2 bikes to projects currently. Electric one's dedicated to the rear motor. I'm going to eat. It's now. It's the electric decided the rear motor is now going to eat itself. Yep. That shit happens. These are motorcycle tires on here.
He rides even in the rain, but never without his battle umbrella. Not a bike, a mobile patio set. Here's the motorcycle that refused to choose between road and home. It rides, it sleeps, it impresses. The only vehicle with a living room and handlebars.
Marmota.
Accident?
You'd like to build it yourself?
The car just wanted to sunbathe its wheels. Even gravity's too hot to work full time here. When your friend says, "Don't worry, I'll pass slowly."
Yep, right. You need oil cooler and an inner. No, no turbo on it, right? Yeah, definitely need to cool the oil. Yep, absolutely. That sounds super cool. I missed your stream earlier. I wasn't being on a bus for children. They all sports at school. No problem. Yeah. It's we'll watch them tomorrow too. But yeah, it's great. Same channel. It's called Turvoi, Turvoi, and they've got a lot of great stuff. And there's another channel too, Africa. I think it was called Afreaka. Yeah, they're great.
The engine gets baptized.
Swap the moped.
This
yeah,
isn't
brother.
mechanics anymore.
Exhaust,
it's mechanical faith.
Hard to tune up. Right. Well, still, Adam, you can get connectors that connect to a laptop, and you can access the ECM, FCM, and whatnot, and you can start twisting knobs. Back up what's there. The ROM that's already in there. So if you screw it up, you can flash it back to what it was factory. And you can start playing with a lot of stuff.
Suspension, reggae vibes, back tires smoking like Snoop Dogg's tour bus. The car rolls, the rear end floats. They say, if you want to go far, take care of your ride. But here, it's the ride begging to be cared for. Apparently, Madam just wanted a bit of height. Now the car is part of the local ecosystem. Even the GPS said, yeah, I'm done. Behold, the ghost of public transport. No doors, no roof.
Yeah, brother, ask it.
Even the rust.
I was about to say, for at the 140cc, what do you like? The ingenuity is real and you remove technology is real. That's exactly right. Right. Technology has made us super, super lazy. 1400 moped Ferrari versus V8.
Evolution of the lawnmower. After cutting grass, it's cutting through sound barriers. Even mosquitoes can't overtake him.
That's a 4-cylinder. No,
he replaced the fuel tank with a gas bottle. This isn't Fast and Furious. It's gas and dangerous. This van's been rolling since 1962. No suspension, no dignity, but an engine that refuses retirement. Even the rust pays for gas here.
It's small enough. Hayabusa to swap it. Now twin turbo.
This genius merged road and sky. Result, a flying car just to buy bread. NASA wants him. He just wants to skip traffic. The city's only amphibious biker.
There it is.
When it rains, he doesn't slow down. He accelerates and makes waves. If that car explodes, it's BBQ for the whole neighborhood. Even the suspension is in prayer mode.
Prayer, but the most complicated way you put a sequential into your car is
here, when the forest calls,
make it happen.
The engine answers. No brakes, no fear. That wood's reaching the market today.
That's so crazy.
Here's the 1983 Suzuki CV1. Proof that a car can have an engine, a body, and still look like a bread box on wheels.
That's so crazy. What up, Mehmet?
Roof's gone, doors followed, but the driver still focused. Even the wind pays its fare before getting in. The Tires no longer aligned, but the driver's focus unshakable.
Jeez.
Some say he's driving a bike. Others think a bike's trying to escape.
Holy crap. Damn, dude.
This guy literally installed an engine without a car.
No way.
Between
that's the stuff I'm talking about for the internet. They chopped the whole everything behind the dash. They just cut everything off, so the exhaust is just right there, blowing out.
This guy
like, look, that's so crazy. They just chopped the whole rest of the car off.
He installed an engine without a car.
I guess that's what you can do with a rear impact damaged car. You know, make it for the internet. All right, I'm gonna get out of here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna go eat something and head off to sleep. Most videos are finished. Maybe do supporting. Me too, man. I was raised by a rat rotter. Yeah, absolutely. Where there's a will, there's a way. That's a very true statement. Either swap it, 14, unmug it, or make it diesel. You can listen. If you can spin something, you can do a lot of work with it. Like, dude, like watch those guys. Like you were talking about earlier. With fancy sandpapered all the way. Yeah, listen, it ain't gonna be efficient, but it'll get smaller or bigger, whatever you want to do. Have a great evening, everybody. I love y'all. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.